Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Dymo Field for tonight's matchup between the Stone Mountain Pirates, led by head coach Marlon Moore, and your St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School Vikings, led by head coach Smitty Grider. Fans, as we prepare to honor God and country, will you please rise as you're able for tonight's prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for these two teams, and we ask your blessing on the game we're about to play. Give each player the courage to play the game in a manner which by their words and actions are pleasing to you. Let us all enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each of us gathered here for this game, especially the players and coaches, officials and game day volunteers. Keep us under your protection and help us to be aware of your presence during the game. We ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And now, fans, please remain standing for the presentation of our nation's colors by St. Anne Pacelli Cub Scout Pack 112, followed by the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to Dymo Field on the campus of St. Anne Pacelli High School. The Pacelli Vikings getting set to take on the Stone Mountain Pirates in a GHSA GIAA crossover game. I'm Dave Plata along with Austin Allen. We're here to bring you all the action from Dymo Field, and this should be an interesting ball game, Austin.
Yeah, it should. I know Pacelli's coming off of a tough loss on the road last week, Dave, but I know a couple weeks ago when I was here with you at Dymo Field, it was an electric experience. I'm really looking to see Pacelli build on the physicality of that.
Yeah, the Vikings took care 2 weeks ago, took care of Tatnall Square by a score of 28-6, and the offense started to put things together. Last week got a little more interesting when they went on the road to take on FPD. Of course, when they played the Vikings, it was a little bit of a change in the lineup. Starting quarterback Bobby Gary, who had started the first two ball games, he was suspended for violations, and it was Dustin Sherman, the quarterback, the original starting quarterback for the team, stepped up. He didn't get any reps during the week. Sherman went in there, did his job. He actually played a pretty good ball game. He was 12 of 31 for 195 yards. He didn't throw any touchdown passes, and he threw 3 picks. That was tough, but again, when you're going in there with no reps at quarterback all week, that's not a bad performance at all.
Not at all. I mean, you come off the bench cold, no reps probably, leading into that game. Limited reps, I would assume, in the summer as he was changing positions.
Yeah.
For him to wear that Pacelli number 7, I think the people are going to be looking for him to be aggressive tonight, Dave.
Yeah, stepping up and being the character guy on the ball club. So Sherman will be taking over. He's taking over quarterback. He is running the offense now, and we will see what he can do about building things up. Now, last week, The Vikings lost by a score of 34-14. Now, 20 points sounds like, maybe a little bit of a blowout. It was not. There was a pick six in the second quarter, a 69-yard pick six by FPD. The Vikings were driving a 14-point swing. You turn that around, and suddenly that's a close ball game all the way to the end. The Vikings actually played pretty good ball out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's just another example, Dave, of taking care of the football is the most important thing you can do in a football game. Turnovers can ruin any momentum you had or any chance of trying to crawl back into a game you had. So we definitely want to look for Sherman to do a better job of taking care of the ball tonight.
Yeah, one of the things about this offense, it's been split between run and pass. I mean, literally pretty much split. I mean, they're averaging just under 300 yards a game. They're averaging 143 yards a game per on the ground, 151 through the air. So they are a threat not just on the ground like where last year when Sherman was out. Sherman suffered, he ended up having to have Tommy John surgery, so you can figure out kind of what happened to his elbow there. So he lost his entire junior year. So they had to do wide receivers playing quarterback, which meant they ran the ball almost exclusively. This year, they've been going to the air. They've got some great wide receivers, including the guys that were playing quarterback last year, now playing in position. And that makes a lot of difference on this offense. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for the two teams here. Now, Pacelli, starting at quarterback, as we mentioned, will be Dustin Sherman, the senior. Starting at running back, we've got Cam Carino and Donovan Colvin. Now, Carino is going to see a little more limited action. He suffered a broken toe in the last couple of weeks, but the junior's tough. He will be carrying the ball. He will be out there a little bit. We're going to wind up seeing freshman Landon Doan a little bit more. Donovan Colvin also at running back, the fleet-footed tailback. You got John Thompson and Michael Rowe starting at wideout, with Jake Burkhalter moving into the tight end slot, with Sherman moving back from tight end to quarterback.
Yeah, Dave, the Pacelli defense we got. We're still on the offense. Yep. Left tackle, 55, Liam Learch. Left guard, Walt Adams, a senior. Center, Jake Wood, senior. Right guard, Damian Hill, senior, and Garrett Boland, senior. What a senior-laden offensive line that is. I would love to see them get some more push tonight.
They should. I mean, they've got some size. I mean, Lurch is 275. Boland and Hill both top 300 pounds. They can move some folks. We'll see what they can do. Now let's take a look at the Pacelli defense. Keon Williams, Damian Hill, Mike Miller, and Caps Green. Those are going to be the guys that are going to be lined up with their knuckles, in the turf. The defensive line that's going to have to take command and try to shut things down for Stone Mountain's offense.
Yeah, and then we got Uriah Mazik, outside linebacker, and Zach Ellis, middle linebacker, both juniors leading the linebacker corps, along with Skylar Sanchez, also a junior. Cordell Thomas and Nolan Vaughn, both juniors at cornerback. Strong safety, Chris Harris, a true freshman, only freshman I've seen on the depth chart so far. And free safety, number 4, Tanner Pickering, a senior. Once again, a veteran unit on both sides of the ball this year, Dave.
Yeah, those juniors got a lot of playing time last season. All right, let's take a look at Stone Mountain's offense. Stone Mountain is dominated by their quarterback. Braden Saprice he's now a junior, actually. That's my mistake. He's a junior right now. Saprice gave them fits last season. Now, Pacelli won the game 48-7, but Saprice, he's mobile, he's quick, he's got a good arm. You have to be really, really careful with him. In the backfield, when Jared Wilson is a fullback / H-back, with Carlos Hammonds at running back. The 3 wideouts, and these guys are pretty dangerous. Khalil Thomas, Deontay Gooden, and Warren Melvin.
Yeah, then at left tackle, you got Daniel Mason, left guard Jaden Beasley, center Tristan Clark, right guard Jaquan Morris, and right tackle Jamal Bryant. I like that I'm seeing a fullback on this list, Dave. That's smash mouth old school football listed on the depth chart. Don't see that much these days.
No, Wilson does a lot as an H-back too. They kind of play wide open, but they can also run the ball pretty good. And a couple of those linemen got some size. I mean, the center's 330, so they can move the ball. On defense for Stone Mountain, Jaden Dix, Jamal Bryant, Jaquan Morris, and Jared Wilson, who's the fullback, is also the defensive end. Those guys are going to be the ones trying to get after it and trying to chase Colvin, Carino, and Sherman around in the backfield.
And then you got Jaquez Lee, linebacker, and Jaden Beasley, linebacker. In the star position, Carlos Hammonds, cornerback Khalil Thomas, and Sherman Owens. And finish out the backfield, strong safety and free safety, Armand Coverson and Santonio Hunter. A little bit of a younger roster on this Stone Mountain side.
Yeah, it is. It is. Coverson is a freshman. His nickname is Money, so they like to see what he can do as far as that goes. And as for what they can do, the Vikings are going to have their hands full trying to deal with the defense. The defense has got some size. On the other hand, the Vikings have put together some pretty good offensive performances especially the one 2 weeks ago against Tatnall Square. Now, Sherman at quarterback. Carino, as I mentioned, at running back. Carino's rushed for 221 yards despite being hobbled a bit. Their 221 yards is on just 24 carries.
Yeah, explosive.
Cam gets it.
Explosive.
You were looking at, 8-9 yards a carry? And Colvin, of course, he's got that scat back speed. And you've got Doan, the freshman Doan back there, he's only had 6 carries, but he's going to get a lot of work tonight.
Tell you what, when I got the intel, Dave, that Cam was dealing with this toe injury, it made me sad on the ride over here because I'm looking forward to seeing explosive runs out of him tonight. And we're going to see him maybe in a lighter carry role coming 2 weeks off of this toe injury. I'd love to see some more of his movement because, my goodness, he had the juice 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I'm also looking to see what Landon Doan can do. The freshman is he's a bit of a physical specimen. As a freshman, Doan's already 5'10", 175, and he's only going to get bigger. I've seen him. I don't know if that 5'10", 175 is correct. I think he grew a little bit over the summer. I had him in a class last year. And we're getting ready to get for the coin toss. Starting out there for captains will be Caps Green will be out there, as was Jude Arsenault. Number 63, Gray Holt, and number 55, Liam Lurch, will be doing the calls on the coin flip as we get ready for that. Let's take a look at the officials tonight. Joseph Whiting will be the white hat for it. He's the referee. Michael Spate will be the umpire. Head linesman is Philip Hudson. Line judge is Carmen Buckner.
And field judge Elliott Reed. Back judge Roger Thompson. Side judge Demetrius Daniels. And clock operator John Jackson.
Now, these guys, these referees, we're all familiar with them. This is the usual crew that comes out here. So they know the conditions and they know everything else. And they've done a very fine job calling these games. And right now, we've got Joseph Whiting getting ready to do the coin toss. Now, the Vikings want to come out of there quickly as they can. We'll see with the coin toss if they win it, if they defer, or they just want to get out there and establish themselves right away.
Yeah, it's hard to establish a pattern among high school teams. I mean, really, every coach is different when it comes to the coin toss, I've noticed, covering high school sports now.
Yeah, a lot of guys like that idea of coming back out second half and starting things off.
Yeah, winning that middle eight. I think we talked about that last time. That middle eight is really important, Dave, to winning the game. I mean, if you want to look at a unit of time that is won in a game that more directly leads to a W at the end of the game, the middle eight, the last 4 minutes and first 4 minutes of the first half and second half is the most crucial part of a game.
Yeah, I guess when you set the tone for the second half, and if you can take that middle eight and really run
you can go
it.
2 for 1 right at the end of that first half. I mean, it's a killer every time.
Exactly. And it looks like Stone Mountain won the toss and is deferred. All right, let's see. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's see what Joseph Whiting calls on the toss. Stone Mountain will receive the opening kickoff. So Pacelli will kick. That means Pacelli, of course, will get the opening kickoff in the second half. Now, as I mentioned, the offense for the Vikings has been split down the middle, almost exactly even run and pass. That makes a lot of difference, doesn't it?
It does, and it makes you more dangerous as an offensive unit. And making these defenses respect both aspects of your game opens up a lot of different opportunities for you as you go into the game.
And, of course, the Viking defense they played fairly well in spots. They looked really good against Tatnall Square. And the Vikings, of course, have some real size on the defensive line with Keon Williams at 235, Damian Hill at 300, Mike Miller at 295, Caps Green at 165, played tight end last year, and he's the backup tight end on the offense this year. So the guy can move. He's not huge, but he's quick, and that makes a lot of difference. I mean, Green actually has 9 tackles in the season, so a smaller defensive end who's quicker, that makes a lot of difference too. Quick oversized sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Depending on where you're lining up, on the hash marks, in the slot, on the boundary, having a guy that can get in and out of his routes quickly in the middle of the field, kind of in traffic, it pays off a lot sometimes. I mean, you're seeing that kind of through all levels of football right now, Dave, all the way up to the NFL. I mean, Devontae Smith at Philadelphia, Ladd McConkey at the Chargers. It's just a thing that you're seeing more and more
And here we go, the Vikings coming through here in this Beck Center Game of the Week at Pacelli. Of course, this game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live is presented by Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and the Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. We love all of our sponsors, the ones that are responsible for helping us bring you all the action on this ball game. So the Vikings will be kicking off, setting the tone on defense. Stone Mountain is going to try to see what they can do coming out of the gate, try to get something going. Stone Mountain last week lost 65-13. They lost their other two losses were 41-9 and 42-6. So we will see what they can do here now because they've been playing up a little bit, larger schools. And as we get things going, it's going to be Jude Arsenault. Looks like we got Jude Arsenault kicking things off. Or is that Jack Danley? Okay, it looks like Arsenault will be kicking things off. Danley was the kickoff man last time through. Arsenault getting the call. Here we go. And the game is underway. The kick to about the 8-yard line. And the return up the middle. That is number 4. Deontay Gooden on the return. Gooden brought down at about the 22-23-yard line. So that is where the Pirates will set up shop here on this opening drive of this ball game.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad return there, Dave. Able to get it out past the 25. See what Stone Mountain wants to do with it. They seem to have a little bit of height coming out of the huddle.
They do.
See if they're going to try to line that up out wide.
Yep. Braden Surprice at quarterback, setting up with a lone running back beside him in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Surprice in formation, man in motion. The snap, Surprice, the give to number 6. And that is Santonio Hunter around the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, Pacelli not quite able to set the edge on that play there, Dave. Stone Mountain able to take advantage.
A pickup of 4 on that, to setting up a 2nd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Stone Mountain trying to see what they can do here to get things started. Pacelli got to win the trenches and got to keep them inside. They got to keep them from being able to turn the corner. Surprice again in. Somebody jumped. Let's see if they were drawn offsides. And no, it was Pacelli getting a little bit ahead of themselves. So 5 yards offensive, 5 yards for offsides. So that will set up a 2nd down and 1. Penalty that early. They've got to show a little more discipline on that one.
Definitely, Dave. And they had a little bit of a problem with penalties early in the game here versus Tatnall Square a couple weeks ago. Definitely something they need to get cleaned up.
Yeah, I got to settle in a lot quicker. All right, Surprice setting up on the 2nd and 1 from the 35-yard line. The give, no, he keeps it. Surprice fakes the handoff, keeps it. He's hit at the line, and he picks up some yardage after contact, fighting across the 40-yard line down to about the 42.
Surprice with some excellent contact balance there, Dave.
Yeah.
Able to shuck the tackle or stay up and get the 1st down and a couple more.
A pickup of 7, and that'll set up a 1st down and 10 at the Pirates' 42-yard line, picking a 1st down in the 2nd play. Again, I mentioned Surprice is dangerous.
Tell you what, David, that last play, he did an excellent job selling the give. He rode that give into the last possible second to pull it, and it really paid off for him, helping him get to the edge there.
All right, set up with Carlos Hammonds now, the lone back in the backfield with Surprice. The snap and the give on the jet sweep. That's Khalil Thomas, and Thomas is hit. A lot of red hats on that one.
Yeah,
not much of a gain there.
That was a good job by free safety Tanner Pickering, staying home, not letting them outside, sending them back inside, and making a play.
And they basically stopped for no gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Good reaction by the Pacelli defense. Guys coming up, taking care of some run support like they're supposed to.
Yeah, they did. They definitely responded to the first couple of times they've gotten beat to the edge. Tanner Pickering did an excellent job forcing that thing back outside in, back to his help.
All about making them adjustments. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Surprise dropping back. Quick pass over the middle. Not sure who that one was to. There was nobody in that area except a lot of Pacelli Vikings. Incomplete. That'll set up a 3rd and 10.
Surprise, a southpaw. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Dave. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. So now we got a 3rd and 10, which means they're probably, well, you can't necessarily say they're going to go to the air. They run a spread, kind of a spread offense, and Surprise is quick. And he's, like you said, he's shown good discipline in faking handoffs.
Well, Dave, it's early, but depending on what they call here, I think they could maybe try to make this a 4-down thing.
Entirely possible. They're pretty near in midfield. All right, 3rd and 10 for the 42. Surprise dropping back, looking, keeping, going up the middle, trying to see if he can find something. Nothing there, so he takes off. Maybe picks up a yard. Guys staying home, taking care of business.
Yeah, Surprise trying to get his guys open downfield. Good job keeping his eyes downfield, but there was a good bit of green grass to the edge he could have exploited. Not quite able to connect, though.
Nope, so it looked like Uriah Mazik was the guy that made the tackle. So it was a no gain, so it'll be 4th and 10, so they're going to have to punt from the 42-yard line. Setting up deep is John Thompson for the Vikings. Kicking, Dennis Bamba, the senior, for the Pirates. Jaquan Morris's snap is good. The key gets the kick away. Thompson taking it about the 28-yard line, going back, trying to see if he can get a little running room. He's giving up a lot of yardage. Can he turn the corner? He kind of does. He gets back to about where he started, but a pickup of maybe 2 or 3 yards on the punt.
Not a bad punt by Stone Mountain either.
No, it was kind of low, but that was good coverage by good coverage by the Pirates. So the Vikings will set up shop on the 37-yard line. Their first possession of the night here with 8:47 to go in the first quarter in this scoreless contest. Again, Dustin Sherman at quarterback for the Vikings. He's setting up in the backfield. He's alone in the backfield here. We'll see if anybody goes into motion. 1st and 10 on the 37. Sherman, the quick throw to the right side, a completion. And a pickup, a nice little pickup there.
Nice quick release by Sherman. I see Pacelli maybe trying to work the short game to get Sherman settled into this game.
And a nice reception by John Thompson. Takes it out to the, well, they start on the 32, so they're 5-yard gain to the 37. So it will be 2nd and 5 from the 37-yard line.
They got one-on-one bottom of the screen here.
And it's a handoff up the middle. That's DJ Colvin. Does he move the chains? Yes, he does. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like he picked up 6. So 2 plays and a first down. The Viking offense moving the chains. What you want to see. Got down to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 7. So 1st and 10 from the 44. Vikings try to put together a nice little drive here. Colvin will set up in the backfield with Sherman. Twins right rather. The give is a Colvin. Colvin off tackle, cutting up the middle. Flag flies here. We'll see if it's a holding call. Colvin getting it across midfield, but we'll see if it's going to come back. I'm going to guess there's probably a hold in that one.
Yeah, definitely. Flag was thrown in holding territory, Dave.
Yep. Second penalty of the night for the Vikings. 2 penalties, 15 yards.
Have a positive play. You really don't want to see that hold there. You got to clean that up. Excellent run by Colvin, though, able to kind of stay balanced through contact and get a few yards after. Yeah,
it looked like he was trying to go off guard, go off guard, maybe off the 2-3 slot, and then of course he cuts to his right and he found a seam. You run to daylight, as Vince Lombardi you'd like to say. And so we'll move things back 10 instead. So the Vikings will wind up with a 1st and 20 from their own 34-yard line. This time they got 3 receivers to the right. Except that's Jake Burkhalter in motion, the tight end. The snap and the give. Whistles.
Pre-snap whistles.
Yep. Did somebody move?
False start.
Yep.
On the offense.
Ooh. Bit of a implosion right now by the Pacelli offense.
Yep. This is a, you have to have a little more discipline on this one. So they backed up 15 yards on this first down. They're looking at a 1st and 25 now from the 30. From the pretty much the original line of scrimmage, they're going to be at the 34. The drive started on the 32. Couple of substitutions. It'll be Colvin in the backfield now. Cam Carino was in on that one, but he's back on the sideline. All right, Colvin, the lone setback. Sherman, one step looking, and he's going to go deep. Can he find John he almost had Jason Davis.
I don't know if there was a bit of a miscommunication there, Dave. We had two receivers right on top of each other, but I was just about to say before they snapped, Michael Rowe, one-on-one is a dangerous game for Stone Mountain to play.
Oh, I know. He's a big guy. You know, the basketball star stands at 6'5", at least according to that. He may be even a little taller than that. But not quite. It was a good defensive break up there, and it looked like basically that it was Khalil Thomas knocking it down. So here we go. It'll be 2nd and 25 from the 34-yard line for the Vikings. Again, a single setback. That'd be Colvin. Snap is low. It bounces, gives it Colvin. Colvin going around the left side.
Great job.
Finding a little bit of room there. Not a bad job by Colvin, picking up some yardage where maybe there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Great job by Sherman, too, Dave, picking that up, being quick with the bobble snap.
Sherman Owens on the tackle for that one, the senior cornerback.
Turned what could have been a broken play into a hefty gain.
I know. And he got it down to about the 37-yard line. Pick up a 3.
15.
Still about 3rd and forever, though.
Yeah,
Dave.
third and 15, so I'm thinking they're probably going to have to go to the air. Sherman stepping back, looking downfield, has enough time going deep. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Ah, wide open.
In and out of the hands.
Yeah, Jason Davis was wide open. Or no, sorry. Yeah, and Jason Davis almost had this one. He had the man beat.
They had him beat.
Wide
open, streaking wide open down the middle of the field.
It looked like he tried to run before he had the catch. That happens, and with that 4th down, and they will have to punt.
And he's upset coming off the field, Dave. That's when he's going to want back, but that's okay. It's early. You're going to get another shot to make that play as we move forward.
And the fact that he beat him this early on, I think we'll be looking for some 6s coming up pretty quickly.
If he's open now, he'll be open later. Don't worry.
Punt, ground ball to Sherman. Sherman scooping it up. Nice little punt.
Able to get it away.
Takes a Pacelli bounce. I mean, he came into the game averaging 36.7 yards per punt, and that will bounce out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
I can't explain the physics of a bounce, Dave, and what makes it good and what makes it bad, but when you see it end over end, bouncing forward, the punter might, I don't know if it's some kind of voodoo magic or what they do, but when you see that happening, it's got to make you smile as a head coach.
Exactly. You'll take what you can get there. 24-34. It was a 37-yard punt. And so Stone Mountain will open up shop on the 26-yard line.
It's worn by Pacelli senior Justin Sherman. Let's honor John.
Stone Mountain did manage one first down in that last drive, but then the Vikings took care of business and stopped them cold.
They did. You see, they got some concepts and some speed that they maybe could utilize, but
yep, it's dangerous.
Pacelli line stout.
All right, the snap. Surprise goes straight up the middle with that one. Not sure if that's a broken play or what. Actually, that was not. That was Surprise. Surprise picking up 1 yard on that one. Vikings staying close to home, so it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 27-yard line. Surprise will give you surprises. Again, staying home is going to matter with the way they run their offense.
I was just about to say that, Dave. Being eye discipline tonight is really going to make a difference for Pacelli.
All right, 2nd and 9 from the 27. Surprise, the handoff up the middle.
And they did a great job, textbook job on their run fit there, Dave.
Yeah, they closed down on Hammonds real fast on that one.
Yeah, about a yard into the pocket, stop, read the gap. They did an excellent job.
And a loss of 1, so they're back to the original line of scrimmage. That sets up a 3rd and 10 from the 26-yard line for the Pirates. Vikings defense trying to command things in the trenches, and so far so good. Other than one run, they have taken care of business in a big way.
Surprise looks like a great athlete, Dave, but 3rd and long I don't think is where they want to live tonight.
No, not at all. Surprise dropping back, looking to throw, left side. He finds his man. And that was Warren Melvin, but Melvin hit immediately upon the catch. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but not quite enough.
He got about 6 of the 10 he needed, Dave.
Yep. Brought down at about the 32-yard line, 32 or 33. Let's see where they mark it. I think they're mark it at the 33. So it's a pickup of 7, not enough. Not enough, so 4th and 3, they will have to punt it away. Dennis Bamba getting back there to punt one more time for the Pirates. John Thompson setting up deep at about his 35-yard line. Remember, Bamba's last punt was a low one. Didn't have a lot of loft on it. And timeout has been called. All right, let us take a break. You are watching Pacelli Vikings football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
And welcome back to Diamond Field. Hey, thanks to Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, the first and original presenting sponsor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, 4th and 3, Stone Mountain setting up the punt. Dennis Bamba takes the snap and gets it away. A low kick. John Thompson lets it bounce once. Is he going to let it roll? It does indeed look like it. It takes a little bit of a Pirates roll, and it is down on about the 29-yard line. So the Vikings will set up shop on the 29 for their second drive of the night. 4:16 remaining here in a scoreless first quarter. The Vikings have done a little bit on the ground, a little bit on the air. I mean, they didn't get much out of the last one, but that's mostly because of penalties. All those penalties on that first drive kind of killed it. Let's see if they can show a little discipline and get things going here.
Yeah, definitely need to. I mean, they seem to have the physical edge, but got to stay out of their own way to get down to this end of the field.
All right, it's DJ Colvin setting up in the backfield. He takes the handoff from Sherman up the middle looking, trying to find something. There wasn't a whole lot there.
Stone Mountain all over that.
Yeah.
All over that.
Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I liked what Pacelli was doing earlier, kind of spreading them out a little bit. A little bit of counter, a little bit of trap, a little bit of off-tackle type concepts. Let's see if they can get back to that and create a little space.
And basically still at the 29, no gain on the play, setting up a 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, it's on the 24-yard line, not the 29. I'm getting ahead of ourselves here. Sherman hands it off. It's Colvin again, right and left side. Colvin with a cut a little bit, finding some room. He's hit. And he may be moving the chains on that one. A great run by Colvin there to the left side.
Yeah, excellent. And, you know, right off tackle, just like we just talked about, a little bit of a trap, a little pin and pull type concept we've seen there. Excellent job by Colvin getting into the edge and getting something positive out of it.
Yeah, pick it up 10, move the chains. The ball now on the 35, so it's a pick up 11 for Colvin. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Getting that first. Like the first drive, they got a first down on the second play. This time, let's see if they can avoid the penalties. They can keep the hankies in the pockets and see what they can do about picking up some yardage. Sherman alone in the backfield, looking to throw over the middle. To Cam Carino. The throw was a little high. Carino could not quite get his hands on that one. Incomplete.
Pacelli's done a great job running the ball tonight, Dave, but these drop passes will catch up to them at some point if they don't take advantage of these mismatches they've got on the defensive side right now.
I know, they were wide open here on the last couple of passes were both drops, and both times the guys had gotten open. It was a tailor-made opportunity. Getting out of your own way, that's a big thing here. All right, so we're going to set up for 2nd and 10 on the 35. Carino, the sole setback with Sherman, with 2 wide receivers to the right. Sherman fakes the handoff. Oh, it's Mike Rowe again. Another drop pass, the third drop pass of the night.
And you could see it that time, Dave. I mean, Mike Rowe, ball's coming in. He turns his head to the end zone before he gets a chance to take off with that ball. And they just got to slow down a little bit. I mean, everything's there for him. Just got to make the catch first.
Yeah, well, this is Rowe's first year playing football, so he's kind of got to get used to that. It's like a second baseman trying to turn a double play. Got to catch it before you throw it.
Got to catch it.
Got to catch it first. So 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line.
We're playing soft on him right now, Dave, on 3rd down. That's kind of questionable. Let's see if they exploit.
All right, Sherman looking deep. Going
they
up
do
top.
Throw to him.
Wide open Rowe. And look at him go. Mike Rowe taking in. Touchdown, Vikings.
I told you last drive, Dave, they keep putting one-on-one on Michael Rowe. They're playing, flirting with disaster there. And Mike Rowe finally makes him take advantage of it this time.
Could he have been any more wide open? Sherman to Rowe. 65-yard touchdown. Look at him. He is just wide open. His first touchdown of the year. Gotta love it. Mike Rowe, his 7th catch. He came into the game, 6 catches for 86 yards, make it 7 and he's doubled that almost. All right, for the extra point, Cam Carino now setting up for the holder instead of Skylar Sanchez. In the past, the first few games, Sanchez was the holder. Now it's Cam Carino. Jude Arsenault lining up. Arsenault's hit all 8 of his kicks to this point. And did we get a personal foul call on that
we
one?
did have some laundry on the field, Dave.
Probably some excessive celebration on this one. They're gonna take it out on the kickoff. Arsenault out of the hold of Carino. Jake Wood the snap. It's good. Everything right down the middle, taking care of business, and the Vikings are on the board. 65-yard touchdown reception by Mike Rowe puts the Vikings on the board to take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. You are watching Pacelli Vikings football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime.
22-yard line. Kickoff taken about the 22-yard line. And the coverage, Khalil Thomas breaking loose on a couple of tackles. Finally dragged down in Vikings territory. Not what you want to see on kickoff coverage. They started off kicking off further back, 15 yards back, because of a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the touchdown.
Direct result, Dave, of just the undisciplined nature of the beginning of this game. Kind of give up a little bit of a bust here on the kickoff return. Already backs to the wall.
4 penalties, 35 yards.
Yes.
And most of them are they're just the avoidable kind of penalties. It wasn't, somebody jumped or whatever. It's just undisciplined. All right, so that means Stone Mountain will set up shop on the Vikings' 43-yard line. And, of course, stick around. We got the halftime update show presented by the Beck Center. We'll bring you all what's been going on. We'll take another look at that first half as we get things going. 1st and 10 for the 43. Quick out by Caprice. He finds Antonio Hunter, but a lot of red hats on that one pretty quickly.
Got some laundry on the play, Dave. Looks like it's in the vicinity of holding. I'm not sure if it's hands to the face or something to that effect.
We will see here.
Penalties assist against Pacelli, Dave.
Oh.
I think we did have a hands to the face on one of the D linemen.
So we'll see where this winds up, because they did a great job on stopping the play. Again, undisciplined.
Pacelli maybe possibly gift wrapping some points here to Stone Mountain if they're able to cap it off.
All right, let's see what Joseph Whiting calls on the penalty. Not good. It's a 15-yarder. Another 15-yarder. That's their second 15-yard penalty in the last 3 plays. So here we go. The ball now on the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 26. Stone Mountain getting a gift there. Surprise setting up in backfield by himself. We may see somebody go in motion, and we do. And the give on the jet sweep is to Khalil Thomas. Thomas hit almost immediately.
Yeah, great job by Tanner Pickering there. Yeah, running all the way across the formation to make that play.
Yeah, they saw that thing coming and took care of it very quickly. A gain of about 2, so the ball on the 24-yard line.
And they've done a good job with their eye discipline so far, Dave. I think it's the post-play activities that have kind of gotten them in this position so far.
Yeah, eye discipline, yes. Other discipline, not so much. So here we go. The defense has got to step up and take care of business. They have been dominating on the line for the most part. So we'll see where this thing goes. All right, Surprise will set up in the backfield by him. He will have Carlos Hammonds in the backfield with him alongside. Second
timeout, Pacelli.
Yep, Pacelli taking that timeout, they got to kind of regroup here. Got to regroup here. We'll see what the Vikings can take care of business. All right, let's take a break here. You're watching Vikings football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your...
Back to Dymel Field. Pacelli and Stone Mountain going at it. The Vikings lead at 7-0, but Stone Mountain threatening. 1:40 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 8 from the Pacelli 24-yard line. Braden Surprise fakes the handoff to Hammonds, keeps it left side, trying to see if he can turn the corner. A good ceiling block.
What a move by Surprise there. I don't know if it's going to – we got holding on Stone Mountain.
I'm pretty sure Stone Mountain did a hold on that, but Surprise did a nice job turning the corner on that one.
He had a nice little hezzy coming out of the pocket right after, once again, doing a great job selling the give, freezing the edge defender in his tracks, giving him a chance.
It looks like there was
one-on-one.
Looks like there was more than one penalty on the play, because there's a couple of flags in the backfield, not to mention the one that was thrown up around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have offsetting or what might be going on here.
Or it may be Pacelli gets their choice. It may have been more than one hold. All right. Okay, it's a holding call on Stone Mountain, their first penalty of the night, and it turns what had been a really nice run into the net loss there, pushing it back to the 34-yard line.
Puts them behind the chains.
Put them behind the chains, so now it's 2nd and 18 from the 34. The Vikings getting a little bit of a gift there from Stone Mountain. Badly needed, I might add. They gave it, well, they get to take it away here. So here we go, the Pirates. Trying to see what they can do about getting on the board. The Vikings have their own ideas about that. Man in motion is Santonio Holmes, and he fakes the jet sweep handoff, but guess what? The Vikings were not buying it at all. Good job by Caps Green.
Yeah, excellent job. And, I don't know if that was a designed fake jet sweep, but if they had the option to give, it would have been the right read there.
Yep. Instead, Caps Green stayed home. The senior taking care of business for a 2-yard loss. That will set up a 3rd and 20 from the 36-yard line. The Vikings getting the gift. They made one mistake, and they got – well, the mistake may have been a result of the holds anyway. So there's that. So 3rd and 20. See what the Vikings do here if they blitz or whatever. All right, here we go. Caprice rolling to his left. The toss upfield, and there's a drop.
Got another hold right in the middle of the Stone Mountain line right here.
Yep. Deontay Gooden with the drop. Now, are the Vikings going to take the penalty, or are they just going to go 4th down, 4th and 20? Here's the thing: Stone Mountain is going to go for it. I mean,
yeah, I think they're going to take it.
Yeah.
And the reason is if they can get them. Oh, it looks like they're going to decline, but I was thinking give them a little bit more room for the returner. Could have been a good idea here.
Yeah. On the other hand, they'll get the ball now, rather than take a chance, because remember, Stone Mountain is capable of pulling off a big play. Caprice is a good athlete, so better to get the ball back. And yes, Dennis Bamba trotting on at about the 50-yard line. They're setting up the punt. Jaquan Morris is the long snapper on this.
Pirates now in punt formation.
John Thompson setting up at about the 6-yard line, 6 or 5-yard line. Bamba's been kicking low-line drives. This may set things up for him to pin the Vikings back. We'll see. Bamba's kick, kind of a pooch punt, taken a fair catch. Good call. A fair catch in traffic. So the Vikings will be starting deep in their own territory on their own 14-yard line here with 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Vikings holding that 7-0 lead. Now this offense, they finally broke through. Let's see what they can do on this drive. The pass attempts have been great. The catch attempts have been a little bit less than great.
Yes. You got to catch the ball before you can make the next step of the process.
But they broke the ice, though. Rowe making the catch and taking it to the house.
They see they got the matchup advantage with Rowe. They're not going to stop going away to it. The catches will come with repetition.
All right, Cam Carino taking a handoff. Oh, check this out. What broken toe?
Goodness.
Carino down the near sideline. One man to beat, and he does. 10-5, touchdown Vikings.
It's a bad man.
Cam Carino, an 86-yard touchdown run. Check this out. Watch, they almost had him right here, right? Watch him escape that grab, and he's gone.
Like he just made his back smaller. I mean, superhuman ability to get away from the defender.
That was just so pretty. What a beautiful run by Cam Carino. He's a tough dude with that sore foot.
He is. Yeah, I can't tell.
Nah.
Looked as explosive as ever to me, Dave.
Looked good to me for sure. All right, Jude Arsenault in for the extra point out of Carino's hold.
Carino holding the snap, too. That's always fun.
I know. And the kick is right down the middle. Arsenault taking care of business once again. So the Pacelli Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. They lead the Stone Mountain Pirates by a score of 14-0. That was a great drive.
That was a great drive.
One-play drive.
In spite of all the self-inflicted wounds, they're starting to build a little bit of a lead here.
Building a little bit of confidence, too.
Yes.
Remember, going to FPD, the game they played, and the game they played losing like they did last week, on a game they were really in. I mean, it's a loss, but it wasn't an ugly loss. There was one mistake that kind of set them back where they never got their feet back under them. But they're showing that they've got some talent. They can do this. It's just a matter right now. You know there's going to be discipline. About discipline.
Got to remain disciplined. And I'll tell you what, though, good response by Pacelli. I mean, Stone Mountain was on a good little drive before they were derailed by penalties. And it could have started to slowly build momentum for their side. But Pacelli with the quick response.
Absolutely. 2 quick plays, a 5-yard drive for 76, and the 1 play for 86. The kick by Arsenault. Fielded at about the 8-yard line. Up the middle. This time, good kickoff coverage. Everybody stayed in their lane this time.
They did. They stayed home. Got him behind the 25.
Yeah, Carson Powell with the tackle on that one. Good job by the freshman. He's loving that. So Stone Mountain will open things up with just 9 ticks on the clock left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line. The Viking defense has they seem to have gotten things together now. So let's see what they can do here. Caprice with one man in the backfield. In motion now, Caprice, quick toss over the middle, dropped by Warren Melvin.
Now Stone Mountain's got a case of the yips, huh, Dave?
I know, it's contagious.
It's contagious.
Yeah, but so is catching it contagious. The Vikings have finally gotten a little bit of confidence, and now they're taking care of business. It's that fundamental thing. Look at it. You got to look at all the way.
See ball, get ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
There
look
you
at
go.
all the way into the catch. So 7 seconds left, 2nd and 10 on the 24-yard line. Vikings up 14-0 late here in the first quarter.
You got to feel the pressure starting to mount on Stone Mountain here to get on the board as we ease to the end of this first quarter.
So here we go. 2nd and 10. Let's see what the Vikings can do. Vikings would like a turnover here. That's kind of what the defense, I think, is looking for right now. Over the middle, the pass is complete.
Good catch in traffic.
Yeah, that was the tight end. Well, it was a fullback / H-back, Gerard Wilson with the catch. And that is the last play of the first quarter. So we will go to a break here. After one quarter, the Pacelli Vikings holding a 14-0 lead over Stone Mountain. You are watching Vikings football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always but with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back at Diamond Field. The Pacelli Vikings going into the second quarter holding a 14-0 lead over Stone Mountain. Hey, tonight's coverage is brought to you by Coca-Cola, presenting sponsor on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. With deep ties to our schools and strong support for local youth athletics, it was a no-brainer to partner with them as we bring you the best action in the area. And so it is now a 1st and 10 for Stone Mountain on their own 34-yard line. It was a pickup of 10 and to move the chains on the last play.
First down.
Caprice with one man in the backfield. Caprice dropping back, looking over the middle. The throw, nothing doing. He was looking for Santonio Hunter. He was covered completely by Bo Gardner.
A little bit of early contact there, Dave. I think the refs are just going to let him play that one out on that rip.
So incomplete, so it'll be a 2nd down and 10 from the 34. Again, the Vikings have given up a couple of plays, but for the most part, their defense has been dominant here.
Most definitely, and the size is starting to show through. I mean, the trench warfare by Pacelli. It's been impressive both weeks I've been able to watch them so far this season, Dave.
All right, one man in the backfield with Caprice. Caprice rolling to his left, chased out of the pocket. He looks like he's going to keep it and try to go left side. Caprice finding a seam and taking it past
shifty
the 50.
Run.
Great run past the 50-yard line before he is shoved out of bounds.
I mean, Dave, he was one way. He was the other way. He was one way. He was the other way. He was contorting himself all around to make it to that edge and get the first down right there.
He was. Nolan Vaughn and Chris Harris on the stop, but it's a first down, and they're going to mark it on the 49, or are they marking it right at midfield. Pick up a 16 yards on the play.
Tell you what I noticed, though. They had bunch twins on the weak side of the formation right there, Dave. Pacelli looked like they had a man out of place. Wonder if that's something Stone Mountain might be able to see and come back to.
Sure, look at all the wide receivers stacked on the right side.
Oh, bad snap.
Surprise does fall on it. Boy, I'll tell you what, it was a close thing. Almost. The Vikings were almost able to come up with that one. It was Michael Rowe playing defense on that one. The big guy almost but not quite. Surprise managed to hang on to it, but it was a loss of 4 yards, taking it back to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, if I'm Pacelli's coaching staff, I'm putting Mike Rowe on every side of the ball I can.
Yeah,
Dave.
he's an athlete. I mean, let's face it, he's one of the best basketball players in the city. Heavily recruited for a reason. Surprise with one man in the backfield. Surprise, man in motion. And the jet sweep. That's going nowhere. Wow.
Michael Rowe making another play.
Rowe coming up big.
Low snap by Stone Mountain kind of threw the timing of that off, though.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would have mattered.
No.
Rowe was all over that thing. A loss of 6. They backed up 10 yards, both on tackles for loss by Mike Rowe, who's listed as a wide receiver, but he's playing wide open instead. They've kind of got him playing sort of a free safety-ish spot. Or is it a defensive end?
He's kind of playing like an off-ball linebacker kind of.
Yeah, kind of a slot guy.
Yes.
Kind of a star. The star position.
Star, a nickel, whatever you might want to call him.
Yep.
You know, the college guys, they got about 10,000 different names. Joker, Rabbit, Star.
Yeah, or you can call it just clutch play.
Yeah, you just call him an athlete tonight.
Absolutely. Third down and 20. A quick, basically it's a screen up the middle. A pretty big gain, but it's not going to be anywhere close to getting the first down. But they picked up significant yardage on that play.
Now that's going to put them at about a 4th and 6, Dave.
Yeah, this may be 4-down territory.
Yeah, I was just about to say as they cross the 50.
Yeah, gain of 16.
About midway through the first half here.
Yeah,
a little over midway.
Yep. No, make that check. That gain of 14. It's tough when you're dealing with the 50 to the 46. Which 46 is it?
Yes.
I have to take my shoes off to do the math sometimes.
Got to get your compass out.
Yeah. So anyway, it'd be a 4th and 6 from the Pacelli 46-yard line, and if I'm Stone Mountain, I'm going for it too. I would do it. Surprise setting up by himself in the backfield. We'll see if anybody goes into motion. Somebody
got him to jump, Dave.
Well, actually, I think somebody was in motion. I think.
They're going to get a legal procedure?
Yep, it was an illegal procedure.
They're going to make it 4th and 1. That's going to.
Oh, it was on Pacelli.
Oh, they got him to jump on the hard count.
Wow.
On the hard clap.
Yep.
Not too many verbal cadences left in football besides the pro level anymore, Dave. It's a thing of the past. But the clap got Pacelli to jump.
Yeah, and it's a short one, too, also.
This really set Surprise up for really anything. He could go wide. They could give it, pull it, do a little read option here.
They had him good, and now the penalty. All right, 4th and 1 on the 41-yard line. Surprise keeps it. Charge in backfield. Oh, how about that? The Pacelli defense just collapsed on him.
Michael Rowe blew it up.
Michael Rowe in on it, as was Keon Williams. I think Uriah Mazik may have been in there too. There was a whole lot of folks and no room to run. Pacelli takes over on downs. A really big-time defensive play on that one. You have to like the way they responded to that one.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
they had the penalty that set Stone Mountain up with it. Possibly easy 4th down conversion. Pacelli able to stone them. Get the ball back.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 on the Pacelli 42-yard line here. 9:05 remaining here in the second quarter. And out wide to.
Below delivered, by the way, on the sideline.
I know.
Is that Jackson?
That was Jason Davis. Jason Davis. Nice play there. A pickup of 1. So the ball now on the 43, 2nd and 9 on the 43-yard line for the Vikings. They give to Colvin. Colvin cutting up the middle, going outside now, breaking free, going down the far sideline, run out of bounds.
That was just silly, Dave. That was excellent job by Colvin.
Moving the chains, yeah, because he went up the middle. There was nothing there, so he cut to his right, and suddenly there it was, and he took and made the most of it. Run out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
Beautiful jump cut in the hole. I mean, shades of Warwick done. Right?
Very good. 16-yard gain. First and 10 on the 41 now on the Pirates 41 for the Vikings. The pass over the middle. Nice catch. Nice run. John Thompson. Some nice moves there.
Excellent run after the catch.
Yeah, and then you notice one thing. Here we go right here. Watch how he looks it in, right? He's being real careful. They're going back to doing the fundamentals like they're supposed to. All the drops, everybody paid attention to it. Pick up a 3. So it'll set up a 2nd and 7 from the 38. Yeah, you could see him concentrating on the catch. Lesson noted. All right, to give us to Landon Doan, the freshman, going up the middle.
He told us about Landon Doan before the game, Dave.
Yep. Yeah, he
seems like a nice downhill runner there.
He is, and he's a freshman. He's going to only get bigger. And I'll tell you, he's bigger than he was last year. As an 8th grader, he was one of the best players on the middle school team.
They got nobody on movement.
Yeah.
It's probably maybe a good thing for Stone Mountain because they had nobody on Michael Rowe at the top of this formation.
Yeah, so offsides on Stone Mountain, only their 2nd penalty of the night. 5-yarders, but that will get them the first down. So the ball will be marked now on the 29-yard line. Or no, excuse me, it'll be marked on the 27. We'll call it the 27. All right, first step for the 27. Sherman going up top.
Too much mustard on it.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of an overthrow. Great idea.
Yes.
Not quite, but you know what? They're going to have to take it seriously.
Yes, no, that's a great thing you put on Stone Mountain's defensive coaching staff to have to think about.
Yep.
Because they had him beat to the back pylon.
Yep. Dustin just put a little bit too
Dustin,
much out.
He little pump fake, and he kind of let that one rip just a little too hard.
Yeah, but that gives the defensive coordinator, Willie Hicks, something to think about over there on the Pirate sideline.
There was a penalty marker on the field. We missed it. It is holding.
I haven't seen
there was
Pacelli.
A holding call.
Okay, holding on Pacelli backed him up a little bit. I haven't seen Pacelli do this much yet this season, Dave, but this is a part of the field, especially with the dominant running performance we've seen. A little play action right here would be something special.
Yep. So it's 2nd and 20 from the 37-yard line. Sherman, quick out to Jason Davis, JD. Fighting for yardage along the boundary, finally pushed out of bounds.
He's getting a little chippy on the sidelines down there.
Well, Santonio Hunter, I don't know what was going on with that little wrestling match they had along the sideline. A little bit of a gain here. That takes it to the 36. So it's basically 3rd and 20.
Third down, 17.
3rd and 17, rather, from the 35-yard line. All right. Sherman dropping back. Under pressure, throwing it downfield over the middle. It's into double coverage. He wanted Mike Rowe, but there were two guys. He had two men covering him.
Stone Mountain, they was able to graze his elbow a little bit and kind of affect the flight pattern of that ball, Dave.
That's the first time they've really gotten major pressure on him, when he's dropped back to pass.
And it was on a play where they had to gain a substantial amount of yards, so I don't expect to see a whole lot of pressure when they're staying kind of ahead of the chains and on schedule. But when you got to gain that much, you kind of got to give your guys a second to get downfield, allow Stone Mountain to get in there.
All right, 4th and 17, they're going to go for it. Of course, remember now that Sherman's also the punter. You can also do a quick pooch kick, too.
Little rocket kick.
Yep. We'll see what happens. Sherman dropping back, looking downfield, goes over the middle. A high throw brought in by Jason Davis, and look at Davis go. Touchdown, Vikings! Wow.
It was an excellent job
That was
by Jason Davis there. Climbs the ladder, makes the catch.
I know. I mean, the pass was a little bit high. JD just went up and got it, and at that point, nobody was going to catch him. Davis taking it in, 35 yards, and the Vikings on the board once again. Dustin Sherman, his second touchdown pass of the night. That's how you do it. And Jude Arsenault setting up for the kick out of the hole to Cam Carino. Right down the middle. Arsenault 11 for 11 on extra points this season. And the Pacelli Vikings doing what they want to do when they got to do it. Taking a 21-0 lead on Stone Mountain. Let's take a break here. You are watching Vikings football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
All right, back at Diamond Field, the Pacelli Vikings holding a 21-0 lead. Hey, remember, stick around. We get the halftime show presented by the Beck Center. We'll have a wrap up on what happened in the first half and bring a little bit more too. The opening kickoff, the kickoff taken at about the 5-yard line, fumbled, but Santonio Hunter scooping it up and actually turning it into something. Pretty good run back considering
Definitely.
he fumbled it.
Fumbled it, could have went horrible. He was able to make something shake there. Pacelli once again a little bit out of line on the kickoff.
Well, some of that too, sometimes is when you fumble, guys get out of line. They get big eyes.
Big eyes. You hear fire and you want that ball.
Oh yeah. And suddenly, oops, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, and suddenly there's a lane. And, well, you'll hear about that at halftime, too, because that's two kickoffs that they've done very poor jobs on coverage. One time really almost burned them.
That's kickoff lanes, Dave, that's something that'll drive a head coach absolutely up a wall.
Absolutely. That wasn't as bad as the one, the earlier kick, or the earlier return where they got into Pacelli territory, but that's basically a D-. All right, Caprice setting him in the backfield, one running back there. Caprice, the high snap, he juggles it, manages to hang on to it. The throw to the left side.
Excellent job by Caprice, able to recover.
I know. He was meant for Khalil Thomas.
Something I'm noticing here, Dave, no deep safety right now for Pacelli. They're kind of scooting everybody up in the formation, not respecting Stone Mountain's passing game at all.
No.
See if Stone Mountain tries to exploit that.
Yep. And the gain of 5 down to the 40-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 40 for the Pirates. Check that, to the 39-yard line.
You can see they're sneaking Tanner Pickering.
Yep.
Down closer and closer to the line of scrimmage every play. They're really trying to apply pressure.
All right, faking the jet sweep, a keeper. Everybody stays home like they're supposed to.
Surprise up the middle.
Not much of a gain on that one. Maybe picked up. Nope. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, so it sets up a 3rd down and 4 for the Pirates. Again, the middle of the line has been taking care of business. It's that eye discipline.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
Yes.
They're staying in their spot because they know that Caprice, they're going to run options and stuff. You cannot give Caprice room to run because he will.
They're not falling for the eye candy. They must have watched Alabama, Florida State.
One way of putting it for sure. Tried the hard count, didn't work that time. So it looked like, somebody wanted to jump there in the middle. Caprice quick out to the left side. And that's Santonio Hunter. He
Tell you
picks
what,
it up. Yep.
Stone Mountain's done a good job of when they get out wide and get the short game kind of going, being able to break tackles and get a few more yards after contact.
And they did that. They pick up of 9 yards for the first down. So Stone Mountain moving it. 1st and 10 on the Pirate 49-yard line.
And at 21-0, Dave, they're hanging on by a thread here, so you think it's do or die possession right here for them, kind of.
Absolutely. 4 minutes remaining here in this first half. Vikings up 21-0. Jet sweep, which goes nowhere. Cap screen. Cap screen in on that play. Oh, with Chris Harris.
Yeah, Pacelli did an excellent job again. Cap screen, working that outside back into his help, staying home, setting the edge. I mean, Pacelli's done an excellent job of that once they've settled into this game.
Absolutely. Setting up a 2nd and 10 now. If the Vikings can stop this and maybe get one more on there, then you're talking the middle 8 again, remember?
Yeah.
I mentioned that. You've mentioned the middle 8.
The middle 8.
Middle 8.
It's important.
And we're at the beginning of the middle 8. Man in motion, Surprise setting back. Keeps it, goes up the middle. He picks up a couple.
They went empty, Dave. Surprise, they got a little uncomfortable back there. Had a guy springing open on the swing pass, but instead decided to sprint it up the middle. Nothing doing, though.
Nope, Uriah Mazik coming up with a big play on that one, a gain of 2. That sets up a 3rd and 8. Well, the line to gain is the 41. They are on the 49, so yes, it is indeed a 3rd and 8. I'm still getting better at my math.
Getting it. You're working it out?
Yeah, I know.
Did you pull a calculator out while I wasn't looking, Dave?
I took my shoe off. Okay, I'll admit it. All right. 3rd and 8 from the 49 of the Pacelli Vikings. Still not now in Pacelli territory, but for how long we'll see. Surprise, bad snap. Surprise picks it up, goes to the left side, trying to see what he can get, which is not much. He is forced out of bounds after a gain of a couple. That'll set up a 4th and short, so I'm pretty sure they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, they got no choice but to go, especially on this side of the field.
Yeah, he picked up maybe a yard or 2. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark this one on the 48-yard line, so a pickup of 1. So it'll be a 4th and 7. Well, they're setting up for the punt. Dennis Bamba setting up to punt. John Thompson setting about the 15.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, Dave. I don't know why you would punt right here.
I don't either. If I were Stone Mountain, I'd be going for it, but also watch for a fake or something.
I mean, Pacelli's shown the ability to score from anywhere on the field.
Bamba gets the kick away under heavy rush. One hops. Thompson thinks better of it. Nah, let's let that thing roll. And it rolls.
It's a good roll.
Real good roll. The Pirates are going to let that baby roll as long as they can. It is finally down on the 3-yard line.
I told you, Dave, there's like some blood magic on that thing or something. I mean, when that thing gets to rolling like that, makes you wonder if the field's downhill or something.
Yeah, I know. Warren Melvin was just kind of like, ooh, let it go, let it go, let it go. So the Vikings will start on their own 3-yard line here with 2:10 remaining in the first half. The Vikings holding that 21-0 lead.
I mean, I really feel like Stone Mountain really needed to get some points going into half. To get down 2 minutes now, Pacelli could play conservative, a couple first downs. This will be all over with. They'll be in halftime down 21-0. So Stone Mountain's really got to try and force the issue here. But being aggressive could end up biting them.
That's true. We'll see what happens with that. Sherman alone in the backfield, trips to the left. Sherman drops back, looks, plenty of time. Oh, he fumbles the ball. Right on the goal line, he had the ball stripped. Let's see who came up with it. Let's see who they say has got it.
I think Stone Mountain's got it. They're the bottom end of the, oh, look, we got one Pacelli, one Stone Mountain on the pile right now, Dave.
Yeah, Jaquan Morris says, I got it. And for the Vikings,
they're still scrumming it out a little bit down here.
Oh, yeah.
No signal.
Yeah, those scrums get kind of interesting down at the bottom here.
We've been in a few.
Who came up with it?
We still got no Stone Mountain ball.
They said it was Stone Mountain ball. Jaquan Morris and Walt Adams are wrestling for it. They give it to Stone Mountain.
Dustin Sherman, a little indecisive with the ball, kind of hitting the Jameis Winston shuffle a little bit there, Dave.
Wow. So the minute 31 left, the Vikings are going to have to put on a – now, wait a minute here. Let's see who's running out here. I see Cam Carino out there. Carino hasn't played defense all year. They got Carino playing defense for the first time this year. He was a linebacker last year.
Yeah, they got him playing.
It's Pacelli ball, and they ruled that Pacelli recovered it. It was Walt Adams recovered it, and it was coming out of the Wildcat formation. It was coming out of the Wildcat formation was Cam Carino. Carino, of course,
he's coming off a little hobbled here.
Yeah, he hobbled a little bit there.
Well, Dave, they signaled.
He got the first.
They signaled to Stone Mountain. I'm wondering if they conferred in the middle of the pile of Pacelli players and we missed it.
So we will see here. All right, our injury timeout here, of course, for Jack Houston. And so they're checking things out as we take that timeout. A minute 2 remaining here in the second quarter, the second half, or first half. Vikings holding at 21 there. Now remember, from Sidelines to Surgery, Houston Clinic, proud presenting sponsor on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, keeping athletes in the game. Now the Vikings got out of that hole. I mean, they were on their own 1 yard line.
Yes.
That was.
Things could have went from bad to worse really, really quickly.
And the thing is, Carino coming up with the key play.
Yeah, they ran Sherman off the field. We were kind of confused as to what they had going on.
Well, the thing was, it looked like the referees had signaled.
Yeah, they signaled Stone Mountain's way.
Yeah, but then suddenly it looked like, Walt Adams did win the scrum with Jaquan Morris. And then Carino coming in out of the Wildcat, doing what Carino does best, that quick burst. Of course, again, his hobbled toe, but he's tough. I'll just leave it at that. He is a tough dude. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line with a minute 2 remaining here in the half. Sherman back at quarterback, 1 runner in the backfield. He's joined by DJ Colvin. Got twins left. We'll see if they try to throw something here. You've got Thompson on this side, and it looks like
we got Mike Rowe on an island top of the formation.
Interesting. So you got trips left.
You think they may try to put a nail in the coffin with a minute to go and getting the ball back after half.
Yeah, really. Rowe kind of in a slot position there.
Try to go 2 for 1.
Okay, Sherman drops back looking, going up top.
Lets it go.
Going deep. Oh, Rowe almost. That's good coverage, though.
Good coverage.
That was very good coverage.
A little bit underthrown.
Yep. Khalil Thomas, the cornerback, doing a really good job on Rowe. So incomplete.
But you see they were working it, Dave.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to make the most of what you got. Mike Rowe is definitely a target.
You put Mike Rowe opposite side of trips, that really frees him up, gives him a little bit more space to operate.
Exactly. And Davis and Thompson are both great wide receivers anyway.
Yes.
There
we go. Do it again.
There we go. Let's see what Sherman does with this one. On the snap, it's fakes the give to Colvin.
Sailed it.
Yeah, he sailed it and was a little bit behind. He threw it behind Rowe. So the play action doesn't exactly work, and that'll set up 3rd and 10 from the 14-yard line.
Incomplete pass stops the clock, Dave.
Yeah, that's not necessarily what you want either.
Yeah, they really got to get this first down, or Stone Mountain could call a timeout and try to make something happen right here.
Yeah, whether they send the entire student body in on the punt or whatever. So things are getting interesting here. The Vikings with a solid 21-0 lead, but this thing is still not in the bag. Colvin setting up behind Sherman. Sherman, the give to Colvin. Colvin off left tackle. Finding a seam, keeps on churning.
Pulling the pile.
Yeah, he moved the pile. That's your classic run. I mean, he kept his legs churning.
Yep.
And guess what? It was enough. He moves the chains. First
Colvin
down,
comes
Vikings.
out to the sideline, arm hanging. Dave, I know what that is. That's a stinger, Dave. When you see that arm dangling on the way to the sideline, you know exactly what happened there.
Oh, yeah, it does not tickle. But it's a gain of 10, first down on the 24-yard line. 20 seconds, 19, the clock is ticking. Sherman dropping back. Gonna go for the gold? You betcha. Going deep. Jason Davis. Oh, in and out of his hands. He had his man beat. Oh, that's painful.
How many times tonight, Dave, have we seen that guy streaking wide open on both sides of the field?
I know. That's the second time JD's dropped on. On the other hand, he also had that amazing 35-yard touchdown catch. It's kind of a wash, but you know JD's going to go at halftime. He is not happy with that one.
He's going to want that back.
Yeah. You going to try it one more time? We will see what happens here. We've got 10 seconds remaining. If you're the Vikings, why not?
Why not?
Give
Take
it a shot.
Yeah.
Give it a shot, because part of this, too, with a 21-0 lead, you're firmly in command of the ball game. This is where you can try to work on a few things, too.
And I know what people will say, well, what about the turnover? Well, you know, it's the time's short. And if you're launching it deep, that's almost like a punt anyways in my eyes, Dave. That's how I've always looked at it.
Exactly. And a 5-yard penalty for delay of game. Wow. Vikings, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 penalties on this.
And they take themselves just right outside the edge of shot territory here. 10 seconds left. Not sure if they can make something happen from this spot on the field.
90 yards and penalties for Pacelli in the first half.
That's
not acceptable.
Yeah,
they're going to hear about that one. All right, Sherman. Up, the give is to Colvin. Colvin right side, finding a hole. Pick him a nice little gain, brought down on the 28-yard line.
They're going to let that run on down to halftime,
and
I'm pretty sure.
That, friends and neighbors, is going to take care of business. So the Pacelli Vikings pretty much doing what they want to do with a couple of glitches here and there, but the Vikings taking care of business against Stone Mountain. They lead this thing at the break, 21-0. Hang around. We'll be back a little bit later with the halftime update show presented by the Beck Center. But for now, we take a break. Pacelli leads at 21-0. You're watching Vikings football on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Right.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Vikings victory level supporters. What chefs want. Flawless aesthetics. 11th and Bay Southern Table. Savage Athletes. 219 Food and Spirits. MSN Healthcare. The Pryor and Snow Real Estate Team. The Office of Anthony Johnson, Attorney at Law. Dr. Michael Schreck, Foot and Ankle of West Georgia. Carson Paris Realtor and Paris Real Estate. Signs Unlimited. Man and Adams Certified Public Accountants. Synovus. Target Sports. Mark Cameron with Access Travel Group. Robinson Grimes and Company. Columbus Hand Institute. And Whole Tree Dentistry. Vikings Booster Club memberships come with a variety of benefits, including free admission to all regular season home games. Visit pacellisports.org/support for more information. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. So many pretty girls around me and they're making up keep up. Why you laugh? Put your face. Say my fault they have been talking. Keep up. Players only. make sure you download the Pacelli Sports app because you are missing out on team rosters, game schedules, and details about our Vikings Victory Level Booster Club sponsors. That's all at your fingertips, but you gotta download it. Search Pacelli Sports in the App Store or on Google Play, or visit pacellisports.org. All the details on the website. Hey, don't forget it's time to load up. Food and drink at the concession stand, also the 219 food truck, and a sweet treat from the Icy Girl, all with us here tonight. Friends, if you love the golf, you can hit the links for a great cause on the 7th Annual Viking Classic Golf Tournament. It's set for Friday, November the 14th at Bull Creek. You can enjoy a round of golf, lunch, range balls, and tee gifts. There will also be exciting raffle prizes and on-course contests. And take advantage of the early bird special, and you can save $200 on a foursome when you register by September the 19th. Time is running out. And veterans, you can use the promo code VETERAN2025 at checkout, and you'll get an additional 25% off your registration. There's more information for you at pacellisports.org/support. Since you know it's a great day to be a Viking, St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School is one of just 353 schools in America to earn National Blue Ribbon School status from the U.S. Department of Education. That happened in 2023, and National Blue Ribbon Schools articulate a vision of academic excellence and hold everyone to high standards. And this huge achievement couldn't be possible, wouldn't be possible, is not possible without our students, faculty, staff, and parents, and our Pacelli community working together. So a big round of applause for all of you. It's a great day to be a Viking. Oh, watch out, it's the kiss cam. Just kidding.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Welcome back to Diamond Field for the halftime update show presented by the Beck Center. Dave Platt along with Austin Allen, the Pacelli Vikings, holding a 21-0 lead over the Stone Mountain Pirates midway through this ball game. It was quite a performance by Pacelli in the first half, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, excellent job being physical at both points of attack on both lines of scrimmage and taking advantage of the deep shots when they were available, even though a few were dropped, Dave. But lead points on the board and it's still 21-0. Can't be too mad about it.
Yeah, let's talk about the touchdowns. The first one came with 2:46 remaining in the first quarter. Dustin Sherman found Michael Rowe on a 65-yard touchdown. He was wide open. Rowe scooped it up and gone. First touchdown of his high school career.
Yeah, Michael Rowe's been wide open majority of the night tonight, Dave. They missed him on a couple. Mike Rowe's made some excellent plays on defense, too. We've seen him playing both ways tonight. Yeah. Maybe a new side of Michael Rowe unlocked as we move forward.
Those two big tackles for loss there killed the drive by the Pirates. Next touchdown came with 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. First play from scrimmage after a punt, Cam Carino.
An electric
an 86-yard run. I mean, he took it, and he was just gone. Now, Carino came into the game. He broke a toe a couple of weeks ago. He's still playing on it, but he sure didn't look like he had a broken toe on that one because he put that burst on and he was gone.
Definitely not, Dave. And this place popped like a madhouse. I mean, it sounded like a David Beckham hitting a crosser in a pub in like Liverpool or something. I mean, this place was bumping.
Yeah.
Cam Carino did hobble off the field on a quarterback sneak later on in the half. interested to see what's going to happen with that when we come back from halftime.
And then in the second quarter, with 6:17 remaining, it was Dustin Sherman finding J.D. Davis on a 35-yard touchdown pass. Oh, Jason, it was thrown a little bit up. Jason went up and got it and then took off. That was just perfect.
He did. He climbed the ladder to get that one and caught it in stride, too. I mean, the way he came down and was able to still get the edge and cut the speed on. Excellent first half by Pacelli. We'll say the penalties have been a thorn in their side. I mean, this game could be way out of hand by now, and that's something that'll get addressed in the locker room and moving forward. Monday film session. It doesn't matter what the final score of this game is, Dave. Monday film session, not going to be the funnest time.
No, it's going to get a little more interesting when that starts going on, because there's going to be a little bit of talking, and we'll get more into that in just a moment. Hey, let's take a quick break. We will come back to the Halftime Update Show presented by the Beck Center after this. You're watching Vikings football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong, with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Back to Diamond Field. We're getting ready to get this second half going. The Pacelli Vikings with a 21-0 lead on the Stone Mountain Pirates here on the Beck Center's halftime show. The Vikings put up a pretty good performance. Let's talk a little bit of the statistical numbers. The Vikings, 24 plays from scrimmage, 250 yards, taking care of business when they have to with those 3 long touchdowns. And then, of course, Stone Mountain, they also had the ball 24 plays. They only gained 70 yards. The defense did the job, except when they didn't. And that came through the problem with discipline.
Yeah, the few busts they've had, Stone Mountain wasn't quite able to capitalize on it. And the time Stone Mountain was getting some momentum building, that was with a really good starting field position. So Pacelli able to hold firm in those situations, though, and keep any points off the board.
Their biggest problem, 8 penalties for 90 yards. Ugly, but they're still leading at 21-0. Hey, don't forget, we're going to have the Alex Quinney Good Hands Player of the Game for you. We'll be announcing that toward the end of this contest, and it's still wide open. There's 2 or 3 players that definitely have their name in the hat for that one.
For sure.
All right, the Vikings, this is the middle 8. You like to talk about the moon in the middle 8.
Don't quote me on that. I stole it from Kirby Smart, but it's the middle 8. It's important. It is a momentum builder. It's a possession stealer, and that's what Pacelli's trying to do right now. They didn't punch it in on the last possession, but they were able to keep Stone Mountain out and maybe get a little 14-point swing by punching it in themselves right here coming up in the second half.
Dude, if you're going to steal from the best. Kirby's got a couple of national championship rings.
Yes.
From his both time working with Saban and on his own, where he's turned Georgia into an absolute powerhouse.
He's just got those good phrases, you know.
Yeah.
They stick with you in the brain for a while.
Kirby's a good dude, no question about that. All right, so we're going to get things going here in the second half. The Vikings will be getting the second half kickoff. Dennis Bamba will be kicking for the Pirates, setting up deep for Pacelli.
Student section gets on their feet. Great student section at Pacelli, Dave. I've noticed that so far being here.
Nolan Vaughn will be setting up back there with DJ Colvin. And, of course, the student section, pretty good. The theme today is rodeo. There's a lot of cowboy hats, a lot of cowboy boots out there. And they're stomping big time because with a 21-0 lead, ain't nothing better than that if you're a fan. All right, here we go. Waiting for Joseph Whitening to give the signal that it's time to get this thing going. Is it that time? I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I think we all ready.
It's rodeo night here at Diamond.
Yep.
Pacelli stampeding.
Yep. Trying to ride off into the sunset with another W, even the record at 2-2 on the season. All right, the clock still says 44 seconds here. I don't know if they're waiting for the clock to go zeros.
The ref's standing over the ball. I think they're waiting on the clock operator to get everything set back right.
There we go. It's all up to John Jackson at this point, the clock operator, who's been doing a very fine job. He does a very fine job.
No pressure, John. No pressure.
You got this, buddy. All right, going to 12. Let's get this thing going. Dennis Bamba on the kick, and it'll be DJ Colvin and Nolan Vaughn back there deep. We'll see if the guys up front have anything to do with it, too. Looks like Uriah Mazik, one of the two, on the 20-yard line. All right, here we go. Nothing like a little. Let's get a drum roll going here, A little bit of drama.
Brimming with anticipation for this.
Let's do it, baby.
Luckily, there's no wind, Dave, or I would have fell off the tee by now.
No question about that. The weather is still warm, by the way. It's 81 degrees still. It was 87 at kickoff. Got up to 92 today. Remember it was nice and cool? That was about 2 weeks ago. It lasted about 15 minutes.
I already knew not to get my hopes up for that, Dave. We know where we're at.
Yeah, it's Georgia weather, man. It is still football weather in Georgia. Let's get her done. All right, now there's 19 seconds back on the clock. They're rerunning it here. Anyway, as we mentioned, the Vikings have done pretty much what they want to do other than two things. They're having problems with drops on passes and problems with penalties. I mean, just undisciplined penalties. There have been a couple of them. It came in spurts early on and then a little bit early in the second quarter, and then after that it's been pretty solid.
Yeah, to put it pretty bluntly, Dave, I think this team can go as far as their discipline and their willingness to focus on these details will take them.
Yep, stand out of their way. All right, Bamba with the kick. A lone line drive bouncing at about the 20. It gets scooped up on about the 8. And that's Nolan Vaughn finding a hole.
Ran into his own man there, Dave.
Well,
almost busted it, though.
I know. Got almost to the 30-yard line.
Good start position, yes.
Yep, they'll start on their own 29-yard line. And we get things going here as the third quarter gets underway. Pacelli trying to build on a 21-point lead, trying to see how much more momentum they can build up and see how much to get this offense going exactly the way they want it to go.
Yeah, last time we saw Dustin Sherman, he held the ball a little too long, had it down by his waist like a little loaf of bread, and Stone Mountain was able to poke it out. Pacelli able to recover. Let's see if Sherman can get back on the right track.
First one to give is to Colvin. Colvin breaking a tackle, going down the far sideline. Some shifty moves.
Colvin, I said it earlier in the first half, Dave. Excellent contact balance.
Oh, I know. He gets hit and he stays upright and he keeps churning. Yeah.
High motor.
Yep. The one run where he picked up 8 yards, where he just kept churning. He had guys on him.
Leg drive,
him.
yes.
And he's not a big dude. He's a speed guy.
Compact.
But he's doing it right. I mean, let's face it. Fundamentals
couple
matter.
More of those. You can see the play action hole starting to open up for this.
Cheaper by the dozen, 12 yards on the gain. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line for the Vikings. It's time to give to Colvin once again. That one's not going anywhere. But the pile gets moved by the offensive line. The O-line got in there and pushed the pile. They picked up a little bit of yardage when there really was none to be had.
Cheaper by the dozen, Dave, I always felt bad for Steve Martin in that. Why would you submit yourself to that kind of torture?
Yeah, see, I like the original Cheaper by the dozen from way back in the late 50s.
Yes.
All right, there we go. A pickup of 1 for Colvin. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 42-yard line for the Vikings. Sherman setting up with a single back in the backfield.
Bit of a pistol look right here, Dave. First time I've seen this from Pacelli tonight.
Here we go. Sherman looking to his left, going upfield, and beautiful catch. Perfect throw, beautiful catch. John Thompson taking care of business on that one.
John Thompson, textbook.
Big gain. Check this one out. All right, look at the way he set up. Set up quick and go, and Thompson had his man beat. And Thompson making sure he's looking the ball in. Everybody else, everybody knows now you got to look it in because they had so many drops. I don't think we're going to see any more drops tonight. I think everybody is cognizant of what's going on.
Also, Sherman did an excellent job letting go of that thing, not holding it too long. He seemed pretty confident in where he was going with the ball.
Absolutely. 25 and 8. That gives it a 33-yard gain. 1st and 10 from the 25. The give is to Landon Doan, the freshman up the middle. Nice
Strong
run.
downhill run, Dave.
Looking good. Doan.
This is a little three-headed, like, Cerberus they got going here.
I know. You got to have a third guy. Doan, the freshman, looking like he is going to be the man. Taking it into the red zone. We'll see where they mark this one. The ball marked on about the 12-yard line. So the pickup of 12 for Doan. 1st and 10 from the 12. The Vikings trying to strike quickly here in the third quarter and expand on their 21-point lead.
They're going back pistol again, Dave.
Yep.
I think they're liking the space and they're getting out of that.
And that time that is DJ Colvin taking it up the middle.
He's in. They're going to call it. Oh, they're marking him down
marking
at the
him down at the
half-yard line.
At the 1, 11 yards. 11-yard run. So it puts it up, sets it up on the 1, going tempo, going to snap it quick.
They're going to give it right back to him, Dave.
Oh, yeah, let him finish the job. And does he? Right up the middle. Touchdown, Vikings.
Excellent opening drive.
Donovan Colvin, DJ, taking it 1 yard for the score to finish what he started in the previous carry. The Vikings, with 9:49 remaining here in the third quarter, have jumped out to a 4-touchdown lead. Look at that, right up the middle, just a power run. He just ran right through the dude.
Right.
Bad snap. Vikings 27, Pirates nothing.
Capped off by the DJ Colvin 1 yard touchdown run to give the Vikings that 27-0 lead. All right, so we're going to line things up for the kickoff. It'll be Jude Arsenault booting the ball from the 40. Stone Mountain setting their 3 guys back. The kick goes deep. It is called in at about the 8-yard line. Let's see if the kickoff team takes care of business here. Santonio Hunter around the far side.
They're going to get Stone Mountain with a hold, Dave. I've seen it from up here.
Yep.
A lot of red jersey getting stretched out down there.
Yep. Run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Now, ordinarily, they've had some problems on the kick return. That time it was a hold. It wasn't somebody getting out of line. A hold sprung him loose. That's not going to stick.
It's a hold on the Pirates.
Let's see where they end up marking the ball there. So Pacelli taking care of business, making a statement on that first drive. The thing was, this was the first real drive. It was big plays. The first 3 touchdowns were big plays. This was a drive. This was picking it up in chunks, smaller chunks, 10, 20-yard chunks.
And that's the kind of thing that you want to see if you're Pacelli's head coach. And, moving forward as you get into region play, as you get into possible playoff run, you have to be able to march down the field in a not an explosive manner, but to be able to have a repetitious drive with no mistakes.
That's good. 1st and 10 from the 21. Braden Surprice trapped in the backfield. Ryan Mazik on that one.
They're all over it. They've come out inspired so far this half.
They have. The junior getting a little bit of help there. Looked like Liam Lurch might have been in on that one. Lurch is usually on offensive line, but he's a backup on the D line too.
2nd down, 18.
Yeah, they've had some guys taking reps on both sides of the ball tonight. Yep. That's something you're going to have to do also as you try to make a playoff run later in the season.
Sure enough, stretching things out. 14, a loss of 7 on the play, so it'll be a 2nd and 17 from the 14-yard line.
Got to say for Stone Mountain, though, a valiant effort by Surprice tonight.
He has done what he could. Again, being swarmed back there. Who was it this time? That was Lurch again.
Yes, Lurch again.
Oh, man.
They're playing the Lurch theme music, Dave.
I know.
He's got his own theme music now.
Yeah, Liam doing the job back there. The junior coming up with another big tackle. How much of a loss on this one? They're now marking this one at the 6. Wow. So they already backed him up. That was a loss of 8 that time.
That was Liam Lurch with the tackle in the backfield.
So it's 3rd and a mile. The line to gain is the 32, so that means they started at the 22, so they backed it up even further.
This is a textbook opening of the half by Pacelli.
I know. All right, on the third down play.
Wrapped up again.
Yep.
Maybe gained 2 on that one, Dave.
Well, they got positive yardage.
Yeah.
They needed to get that, try to get out of the shadow of the end zone. Khalil Thomas stopped for very little gain. Let's see where they actually mark the ball.
Interesting spot here, Dave. I wonder if Pacelli may try to come after this.
Might be a good time to work on your punt rush.
Yes.
On the other hand, it'd be a good time to set up a return too, because Thompson's dangerous. All right, no gain on the play, so 4th and a mile. Thompson will be setting up at about the 36-yard line.
Play clock's winding down on him.
Yep. 5-4. Will they get the snap off? They do. Dennis Bamba.
They come after
the kick away as a low line drive bouncer. Thompson. It hit him in the foot. But Pacelli falls on it. Thompson was trying to get out of the way. It took one of those oblate spheroid bounces and caught him in the heel.
It's not a round ball, David. It bounces all kind of crazy ways.
It does all kinds of stuff. Man with the plan was Chris Harris. Good job by Harris to get on that thing. That could have been a disaster.
That could have been a stain on what's been a beautiful third quarter by Pacelli.
Yeah, but Pacelli will open this one deep in Stone Mountain territory on the 38-yard line as they open their second drive of the quarter. Pacelli taking care of business so far here, up 27-0. I mean, the only down part was the bad snap and the missing the extra point, and that's the first missed extra point all year. All right, Sherman all by himself in the backfield. Nobody in motion either.
Mike Rowe all the way on the Stone Mountain sideline.
To the right side, wide open, Jason Davis. Touchdown Vikings. One play, 38 yards.
Absolute busting coverage by Stone Mountain there. Jason Davis settled down in the soft spot. Took it to the house once he got it in his hands. He didn't drop that one.
So the Vikings have jumped down to a 33-0 lead pending the extra point. And at what point do we go to a running clock? That's the question. Once you hit 30, I think it's a running clock, but I don't know if it's right now to be a running clock.
I think they may run the 4th.
Yeah. But the Vikings doing what they're supposed to do. And Jude Arsenault doing what he's supposed to do. The extra point is good.
They corrected the snap. Cam Carino had a good hold that time around.
And there you go. The Pacelli Vikings have jumped down to a 34-0 lead on Stone Mountain. Great performance by the Vikings. Let's take a break. You are watching Vikings football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, back to Dymo Field. The Pacelli Vikings holding a 34-0 lead on Stone Mountain. Hey, Kinetic Credit Union, proud to champion our local student athletes. We're excited to welcome them as a presenting sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live, supporting high school sports in the communities that make them great. And on that kickoff, good coverage by the Vikings. Not a bad run back, but not bad coverage either on that.
Not bad. Definitely an improvement from some of the mishaps they've had in kickoff coverage tonight. But it's still going to be something that the coaches can harp on and emphasize.
Well, the penalties.
Yes.
The penalties. Guys are going to be hearing about that one all week long.
Yes.
On the other hand, the penalties and drops, you're going to remember that. They're also going to be tempered with, you guys did do this, but you got to work on this.
I don't know if there's any big hills around here on campus, Dave, but I think there's a correlation between those penalties and a big old green hill around here somewhere.
Caprice, the quick out, goes nowhere, overthrows his man. He was looking for Santonio Hunter. Incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 27-yard line. No, we have not gone to the running clock yet. 6:29 remaining here in the third quarter. Pacelli with a 34-0 advantage.
Michael Rowe still playing defense. I mean, they have found a weapon, Dave. Moving forward in the season, we're going to be seeing more and more of Michael Rowe, and I hope I get to be here with you at Dymo Field to see some of that, because what an athlete we got here.
He's done well. They're playing him now. I mean, the game is pretty much out of reach, but he needs snaps.
I mean, they got him as a wide 9 edge defender right now. He's been all over the field.
Play action at Hunter. Surprise to Hunter, but yeah, that's not happening either. Tanner Pickering.
Another guy been all over the field tonight on defense, Tanner Pickering.
Senior taking care of business. Losing yardage, a loss of 2 on that one. Knocking it back to the 25-yard line. So it'll set up a 3rd and 12 from the 25. The Vikings are on a mission at this point. They can feel it. After losing the opener and then losing their 2 road losses, of course, that does things to you.
Yes.
But coming out here and both the home games, they have looked solid and dominant. This is the kind of game they needed to give themselves some confidence.
Yeah, they look improved over what we even seen from them 2 weeks ago versus Tatnall.
Absolutely. Surprise dropping back, looking downfield.
Michael Rowe.
Row.
Not too gently down the street.
No, not at all.
Gentle
That's
about
his 3rd tackle for a loss. Wow. The sack for Rowe. And they marked that one. That was a loss of 6.
Tony, this is the kind of guy you hit your wagon to
Yes.
when you get into region play.
No question about it. No question about it. And so here we go, setting up for the punt. 4th and a mile. 4th and 22 technically from the 20. No, it's 4th and 22 on the ball on the 13. So that's an even bigger loss, a 12-yard loss. All right, Bamba. Ground ball to him. Bamba tackled. Yeah, I thought he put his knee down. Helmet's off,
They
too.
got him.
Let's see where they got.
Refs walking it down at the 1. I think they got him down at the 1.
Yeah, what happened was when this bad snap, I think he took
Knee
it on
touch.
one knee. He took it on one knee, which
could have
it's not supposed to do it that way, but it's almost. I'm guessing he's probably a baseball player.
Yes.
That's what you would kind of
instinct.
do. Yep. So the ball's marked on the 2-yard line. So
short field for Pacelli.
No kidding. So 4 plays minus 25 yards for Stone Mountain on that drive. So they'll pick it up on the 2. 4:44 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
DJ Colvin back at running back, Dave. I'd be hard-pressed to say we're going to see any more Cam Carino tonight.
Yeah,
He's done
I
his
wouldn't
job.
put him out. Yeah, he messed it with that toe. I wouldn't run him back out there. And instead, Dustin Sherman.
The keeper.
And taking it home for the touchdown. So, Mr. Sherman, 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. 4:37 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Vikings solidly in command, waiting on the extra point attempt here.
You know, this coaching staff's got to be proud. I mean, the way the first half was going, even though the points were starting to pile up for Pacelli, the miscues and mistakes were starting to also pile up. So for them to come out and respond the way they have, can't ask for nothing more as a coaching staff from these guys.
Exactly. You got to be resilient. How you respond to failure determines what kind of an athlete you are. Jude Arsenault setting up for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. And it is good. The Pacelli Vikings jumping out to a 41-0 lead on Stone Mountain here in the 3rd quarter. All righty, let us take a break right now. You are watching Vikings football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong, with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
All right, back at Diamond Field, the kickoff taken by Santonio Hunter around the left side. Hunter's been done a pretty good job on those kick returns.
Yeah,
no, I'm sorry, that was Khalil Thomas.
They found something. Stone Mountain has found something around this edge on the kickoff return that they like, and they keep kind of catching it on this right hash and running across the field.
Well,
to find that edge.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's working. But that also tells Pacelli what they've got to work on the kickoff return. All right. Do we have a flag on the field here? Or no, they're warning sideline. I think it's like a sideline warning.
Warning.
Sideline warning. Yeah, when the one of the referee is flapping his arms like a bird, it's like, get back on your sideline. All right, 4:26 remaining here in the third quarter. The Vikings putting on a show at this point.
The signal was unsportsmanlike.
It's an unsportsmanlike conduct call. All right, so, yeah. That's first penalty of the half here.
A little bit of frustration boiling over with Stone Mountain and the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, It's understandable, but it's not acceptable. You got to kind of take it from there. So Stone Mountain will start from their own 16 or their own 17-yard line here. Caprice hands it off left side. Not much of anything happening on that one. That's Antonio Hunter.
Things still getting chippy down there.
Yeah.
Looking for Pacelli to kind of keep their cool. This game's out of hand.
Yeah. You've got to keep your cool because if you do something stupid.
Yeah, no need to give them any yardage here.
Yeah, not to mention the fact you want to be able to play in 2 weeks when they take on Whitfield Academy because they have a bye week next week. But that doesn't count. If you get tossed from a game, that's I believe it's a one-game suspension.
Yes.
And they got to travel to face Whitfield Academy. It was a good program.
Need all hands on deck.
Exactly. All right, Braden Caprice setting up there, 2nd and 9. It was a pickup of 1 on the play.
Low snap's been a problem for Stone
Going
Mountain.
downfield and wide open.
Wow.
And there he goes. That is a touchdown. That is Gerard Wilson with the touchdown. You have to be careful.
So
that's what happens.
Picked up the bobble snap, Dave.
Yep.
And just let that thing rip. What a beautiful ball.
I know that, but I told you, Caprice is a really good athlete. This is a team with some talent. They don't have the numbers necessarily. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, that's
Marlon
the thing.
Moore's trying to build a program here.
That's the thing we've noticed about Stone Mountain tonight. Just a little bit of lack of roster depth and a little bit of a lack of size up front. And, that's nobody's fault. It's hard to find big beef between the ages of 14 to 17 years old.
Exactly. An 84-yard touchdown pass from Caprice to Wilson, and that will set up the extra point. Santonio Hunter is the holder. Dennis Bamba, the kicker. Long snapper, Jaquan Morris. The snap is good. The hold is good. And the kick? Blocked. Who got in there? Who was the man that got in there? That was Keon Williams. Big
Comes
man
up
Keon Williams.
Gimpy.
You got up a little bit gimpy, but Keon with the block, taking care of business on that one, doing a good job.
Yeah, capitalized on the low snap there.
Yep.
Made him pay for it.
That's exactly right.
On the negative side, shutout's over.
Yep.
Something else for Pacelli to work on in the bye week. I'm sure they would love to get that pass attempt
Absolutely,
back.
no question about that. You got to remember, guys can get you. I don't care if you're winning 41-0. You do not want to give up a play like that because there are games down the road coming, and there are going to be guys who are just as good or better.
Yep.
And so you got to keep focus. A lot of this is focus, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Yep.
I mean, the majority of this game is focus.
If you got a blowout win, you still have to keep your eyes on the prize here. Take care of business.
In some aspects, Dave, the focus is so important, it's almost like you should shut your brain off.
Yeah. One way of putting it. All right. Low kick, ground ball. Picked up at the 23-yard line.
Little slip there at the 30.
Yep. Jason Davis with the play there. Yeah, those are careful. Again, the football bounces funny. You got to do what you can do here. You don't want to fumble it away. That's the most important thing. And then after that, if you can get something out of it, great. But the most important thing to get out of it is to have the ball in your hand when it's all said and done. So the Vikings are open up on their own 31-yard line here, 3:25 remaining in the third quarter. Vikings a 41-6 lead on Stone Mountain. Again, you're seeing all the starters stay in there. The thing is with this offense, Dustin Sherman doesn't have a lot of snaps. He lost his entire season last year. He didn't start the first 2 games. This is only his second game, full game as a quarterback, so he needs reps.
They need reps, and the wide receivers need reps also, getting comfortable with him.
Exactly.
And their timing together.
Landon Doan taking a handoff. He's brought down immediately on that one.
Landon Doan had some good reps so far earlier in this game. Nice downhill running.
Yep. Well, Jaquan Morris with the tackle. Doan picking up 1 yard, so they'll second up a 2nd and 9 from the 32-yard line. The freshman, he needs reps too. He's, like I said, he's the running back of the future.
Yeah, no, he's looked very good tonight, Dave. I love the kind of one-cut north-south style running back. It just gives me nostalgia.
All right, quick throw out to Davis. Is that Davis?
No, that's not Davis. That is John Thompson.
The 8s, the 9 and the 6.
9 and 6, I'm telling you.
They look, the uniforms bunch up, and it's really hard. It was that way last year, too. These are slightly different unis, but it's still hard to read it. But still a nice little gain on that quick out. Pickup of about 5 yards. That puts the ball on the 37-yard line. And that means it'll set up a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. Again, you want to move the chains. This is practice reps now. And they need them. Sherman dropping it back, going downfield across the middle. Overthrown, almost picked off.
Sherman got lucky. He dropped that pick. That was right in his basket.
I know. I'll tell you what. That was close. Santonio Hunter almost had that one. Almost, but not quite. So, 3 and out. The Vikings are going to have to punt. Their first drive of the night that didn't net points. So here we go. It'll be... Of course, it'll be Sherman setting up as the punter. Setting up deep. You got 2 guys setting up deep for Stone Mountain. Looks like Khalil Thomas and Santonio Hunter. Snap, good. Nice punt. Good punt. Good rush, too. Hunter taking it at about the 25 and breaking a pretty good run there. Hunter's dangerous. He makes it almost to midfield there.
Yeah, very shifty, but he's got to be careful with the way he's holding that ball, Dave. You had that thing a little exposed, hanging down below his waist.
Yeah.
You got to tuck that high and tight.
Yeah, you can't do it like a loaf of bread. And he actually gets it into Pacelli territory. They're going to mark it down, it looks like, on the 49-yard line. So a minute 50 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Michael Rowe still on defense. Sorry, Dave. Yeah. Michael Rowe still on defense. I mean, they are loving him at defense. I know they want to give him as many reps as they can because I'm telling you right now, he's going to be a weapon week in and week out on this defensive front.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a big dude and a really good athlete.
I mean, they got him playing wide off the ball.
Yep, and it looks he's got good football IQ here. You can tell. All right, Surprise with a man backfield. Surprise rolling to his left, throwing upfield, incomplete. That was on target, too.
Yeah, trying to work
Khalil Thomas was open. Khalil Thomas was open. That was a drop. That happens. It was a good throw. Like I said, Surprise is dangerous. He's a good athlete, and if you give him anything, he will take it.
And he's only a sophomore, Dave, so, I mean, we'll see some year-over-year from improvement from Surprise.
No, that's a typo on my part.
We went over that pregame.
Yeah, he was a junior. I didn't update it. He was starter last year as a sophomore, and I didn't update that part of it. That's my typo. I'll take ownership on that one. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 49. Surprise dropping back, looking. Little short pass. It is complete. That's Deontay Gooden.
Yeah, good job to haul that in by Gooden.
Knocked out of bounds.
A little bit of a duck coming out of the hand of Surprise. Gooden able to haul it in.
Yeah, Cordell Thomas with the tackle, but he picks up the first down. Looks like a gain of about 12 yards to the 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 37.
They had Jared Wilson, number 11, in the slot for Stone Mountain on that last play. Seems like that could be a little bit of a mismatch. And they got him lined up in the slot again. They may try to go to him here.
Yeah, he's got some size. And
he caught the touchdown on the last drive for Stone Mountain.
Of course. And Surprise, quick out to running back Carlos Hammonds. Hammonds hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look like they gained a whole lot of anything, if anything at all. Nope. Give them 2 yards. They got it down to the 35, a pickup of 2. They'll set up a 2nd and 8 from the 35. Again, Pacelli's defense, these are reps at this point. That's why they're not pulling any starters.
Yeah, basically the coaching staff for Pacelli is going to have these guys doing situational reps the rest of the game, and that's really what makes you better. Coaches are masterful at giving you situational reps, and you don't even understand what's happening. You're just playing ball, and you're getting better at the same time.
Surprise going up top. Nowhere near Gooden. Nowhere near good enough. He had double coverage, too, because both Thomas and Harris were on him. He wasn't open at all.
Was not.
So actually, the throw was probably a stroke of fortune. They threw behind him. There wasn't anybody near it. He underthrew badly. 3rd and 8 now. Ball on the 35. The Vikings. This 4-down territory. What do you think?
For sure. I mean,
yeah.
Stone Mountains, they got to take every rip they can get just to improve their kind of self-esteem moving forward.
Sure, if they can.
Got them to jump.
Ooh, hard count.
It's going to be a neutral zone infraction.
Let's see if they were drawn or not. Nope. They jumped. Hard count. He did a good job of that hard count.
Yes.
I mean, he's not Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, that's the second time he's done it tonight.
Rodgers the best at that kind of thing, but
yeah, Rodgers will make you jump off the couch.
I know. Yeah. All right, so it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 30-yard line, which changes things completely. Surprise with a man back there. Surprise, quick out. He was looking for...
Just came out of his hand
Jared
a
Wilson.
little funky.
Yeah, he's looking for Jared Wilson. Across the middle, no go there.
Yeah, they like what they got, Jared Wilson in the slot.
Yeah.
Just couldn't deliver the product.
Yep. So it'll be 4th and 3. 21 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and we'll see if the running clock starts in the 4th with Pacelli holding that 41-6 lead.
Vikings fans, 4th down. Around the game with 27.
All right. One man backfield. Looks like they have an H-back going too. Surprise dropping back, looking under pressure. Oh, will he sneak through and get it? He almost found his man, Deontay Gooden.
Surprise gave it everything he had on that rep right there, Dave. Michael Rowe back there wreaking havoc again.
I know, a lot of red hats around him. The fact that he was able to get the pass away was pretty impressive. So there's 12 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The Vikings will take over on downs at their own 35-yard line. That was good defense. And a reminder, of course, we're going to have the Alex Quinney Good Hands Player of the Game Award at the end of this contest, and it's still up in the air because a lot of folks have played a lot of good football tonight for the Vikings. All right, 1st and 10 from the 30. Whistles everywhere. Somebody jumped. Or was it a too much time infraction?
Penalty's still a little bit of a problem for Pacelli here late in this game.
Yeah, you know, at this point, it's a 5-yarder. Somebody jumped. Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, that's 100 yards in penalties now. 10 penalties, 100 yards.
100 yards, that's equivalent to 7 points.
I know. 90 in the first half, 10 yards here in the second. A little bit better, but not that much. Sherman hands it off. Nice run by Landon Doan. Freshman. Getting his chance.
Just getting north-south.
I know. I saw before the ball game, he was excited. He knew he was going to get his chances, and he's been making the most of them.
He has made the most of them.
Absolutely. Nice gain for Doan, and we are through 3 quarters. The Vikings leading at 41-6. You are watching Vikings football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
All right, back to Dynamo Field, 4th quarter. Pacelli leading Stone Mountain by a score of 41-6. Stone Mountain with the ball, Pacelli with the ball on the 36-yard line, 2nd and 4. Dustin Sherman going deep up top, looking for Michael Rowe. Good coverage on that one. Very good coverage on that one from Jaden Dix. Rowe got one hand on it, couldn't quite bring it in. He's limping a little bit here. Looks like he's just kind of walking it off.
Catch.
Yeah, just walking it off there.
Got a hand on it.
He got one hand on it.
Decent throw by Sherman. I mean, he let it rip.
He let it rip, but it was really good coverage by Jaden Dix, the junior.
And that's what, as Michael Rowe grows in his football career, he'll probably figure these things out. Coming from the basketball court, it's a little bit different.
Yep. It is indeed. All right, Sherman. The give up the middle, Doan cutting. 2 cuts.
Excellent run, Dave.
And moving the chains.
I'm impressed.
The freshman taking care of business on that one, getting it into Pirates territory.
I know folks are worried about what's going to happen to this running back room when Cam Carino's gone, but it's in good hands.
Oh, yeah. Well, Carino's only a junior, remember. He's going to be here next year, too. Pick up a 13 for Doan. The ball's still in Pacelli territory on the 49-yard line. As I said before the ball game, I bumped into Doan in the parking lot. He was excited about the opportunities he was going to get tonight. Making the most of another handoff, another great run.
Excellent vision.
Wasn't a lot of room to work, but he found that seam. He dragged a couple tacklers, too.
Excellent vision in the hole.
Wow. Pick up let's see, they're marking it at.
It's about 8.
Yeah, it looks like about
8 or 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9. 49, yeah, it was a 9-yard pickup because the ball is on the 42-yard line. So 2nd and 1. On the 42. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't take it again. Picking up the first. He got hit, and he dragged people yards after contact. That's how it's done. They're going to mark the ball at the 38-yard line. A pickup of 4. That's not bad at all. 9:42, clock rolling. So are the Vikings. On the 1st and 10, the give to DJ Colvin, who is swarmed back there.
Stone Mountain all over that, Dave. They're getting kind of fed up with the repetitive runs. I think they're going to try and force Pacelli's hand here.
They are a loss of 5 on that one, taking it all the way back down to the 44-yard line. Hey, for the ultimate wrap-up of Georgia High School football, don't miss the GIAA High School Scoreboard Show presented by the Beck Center. Richard and Thrift will get you caught up on all the action from every corner of the state live tonight on the GIAA Facebook page and GIAA.tv. All right, the Vikings, 2nd and 15 on the 44-yard line. Dustin Sherman alone in the backfield. He's going to go up top here. Well, a quick pass across the middle. Caught. Nice cutback. Good-looking gain, John Thompson. Doing a lot of east-west running there. And for all that, he picked up about, he picked up about 7 yards. 8 yards, all right. They're going to mark the ball on the 37-yard line. So that's a pickup of 7 by my math. So that will set up a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Vikings on the 37. The line to gain is the 29. So here we go. The Vikings trying to see what they can do. Keep this drive going. Sherman dropping back, charge. He was chased down pretty good, under a lot of pressure. Jared Wilson got back there and gave him a thump. Wilson's, hey, one thing about Stone Mountain, they're not giving up.
They're not giving up.
No, they got a lot of pride.
Jared Wilson, excellent job getting pressure there.
It was.
Sherman, nowhere to go with it. Throw it off of his back foot.
Wasn't much else he could do. So setting up with a 4th and 8 here on the 37-yard line. With 7:25, less than 7.5 minutes going in this one. You're right. This is situational stuff.
Yes.
They're trying things out, trying to advance. Sherman dropping back, looking under pressure again from Wilson, but he gets the pass away. Incomplete, underthrows his man, almost picked off.
Contact to the side of Sherman's helmet, no call on that. I did see a hand get in there, though, Dave.
Yeah.
Jaden Williams letting the ball go.
Yeah, Jaden Williams-McNeil almost came up with the pick on that one. So the Vikings turning the ball over on downs, ending a 9-play drive. And so Stone Mountain will take over on their own 37-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 37.
Stone Mountain looking to build on something here. Take a couple shots. They hit that deep shot earlier. It was a real pretty ball from Surprise.
It was indeed. And so the DBs better pay attention because Surprise can surprise.
And Pacelli's not letting up. They are not dropping any of their safeties back.
Nope. They're playing it straight. Surprise dropping back. Quick out there. Oh, and a drop.
Right off the hands. That's just
wow.
A straight-up drop right there.
Yeah, that had to hurt. That was Deshaun Thomason. Deshaun Thomaston could not quite hang on to it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. 5:53 on this running clock. We're getting pretty close to finishing this thing off. And a reminder one more time, we got to remind you, the ultimate wrap-up show of Georgia High School football. Do not miss the GIAA High School Scoreboard Show presented by the Beck Center. That'll be live tonight on GIAA Facebook page and GIAA.tv. We'll have to find out how Brookstone is doing and how Calvary is doing. On display, flag. There's going to be a flag on this one. It might be on defense on this one. The pass, big pickup by Stone Mountain, and it looked like there was a roughing the passer call on top of that. Not a good look there. So that'll cost Pacelli some more yardage, another 15. So now you're looking at 115 yards in penalties. That's definitely not what you want to see.
It's not good, Dave.
Yep, no, it'll be tacked on at the end, of course.
It'll be tacked on to the end of practice, Dave.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I always hated running suicides when I was in high school. And I think running suicides on a football field is worse than doing it on a basketball court because there's a lot more suiciding run than do. So, these guys.
They might have to put you on suicide watch.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So the ball now on the Pacelli 30-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:30 remaining. Surprise dropping back under pressure, being chased by Caps Green. He's going to try to run it out of bounds, and he is forced out. Loss of a couple on that one. Pacelli sniffed that one out and kept anything from going on. Good defense, good coverage by the DBs.
Excellent coverage. And as you know, when you get down to this red area, things condense a little bit.
Yep. Makes it harder to kind of spring open. Sure enough, loss of 2 back to the 32, so it'll be 2nd and 12 for Stone Mountain, 3:58-57.
Be sure to help us tonight by keeping our campus working great.
Viking defense, all the starters are still in there. Again, they need the reps. It's just that simple. Michael Rowe's in there too, still playing that slot, that star position. Upright linebacker. Surprise, quick out, across the middle. Finds Thomas. He's hit, and he stays with it. Thomas staying with it and picking up a little bit of yardage. That was a good play by Thomas.
Great
Wilson,
play.
Gerard Wilson. My bad.
Great release by Surprise there.
Yep.
From our angle, that was just a beautiful, beautiful pass.
It was well done and well played, and it was good hustle to the 28 to pick up a 4. So that will set up a 3rd and 3 on the 28-yard line. Surprise looking downfield, getting chased. He keeps it, tucks it, and he's going to pick up a little bit of yardage. He's finally run out of bounds.
He's giving it all he's got, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's giving it all he's got. He's run out of bounds around the 20-yard line. He picked up the first down on that.
I think he'd really like to go home with seven more points.
Yes. Well, there's pride involved.
Yes.
You know, these kids are pretty good athletes.
Yeah, you got to think both of these, every football team's full of competitors. I mean, these guys don't want to take this bus ride home knowing that they didn't leave it all on the field. So that's exactly what they're about to do right now.
Exactly. A pickup of 9. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. So Stone Mountain in the red zone. This is actually the first time they've been in the red zone on a snap. And the give up the middle is that's Antonio Hunter, who fights and fights and fights all the way down to about the 6-yard line.
Number 0. It's always weird seeing that, Dave. That wasn't around when we were coming up, huh?
I know.
Number 0 on the jersey.
Yeah, well, Skylar Sanchez, he's a pretty solid linebacker. So the ball now on the 7. Stone Mountain trying to see what they can do about this. And Surprise hangs on to it and takes it on into the end zone for a touchdown.
Fooled the defense there. That's something that I've really noticed, Dave. He does an excellent job of selling that. Selling the give.
He did indeed. So they get on the board with under 2 minutes to go. 41-12 now, pending the extra point. Vikings giving up a late touchdown. They're going to hear about that one too.
Yes.
Because this is what it is.
Good job by Stone Mountain, though. A team that went, what did you tell me, Dave? 1-9 last year.
They were 1-9 last year. The one win came against Cross Keys. But they're trying to build something.
You can see the bare bones here.
Yeah. They've got some talent there. They just need more kids. They need more kids coming out for football. It's a 3A school, so the numbers aren't necessarily going to be there like with the big schools, but
yes,
they could get enough to get things going. And if you get a winning tradition going, at least one thing they're showing hustle.
Yes.
They're showing desire. They want to take care of business. They call a timeout. They're going to go for 2 on this one, obviously.
Yeah, they're going to try and round this thing out to 14 and make that bus ride up 85 just a little bit shorter.
Yeah, they had a little problems. They had some bus problems coming on down.
Yes,
that's a guy here. They really didn't get a chance to do a full warm-up before the ball game.
Yeah, no, we actually, Dave, I pulled into the parking lot same time their bus was pulling in today. They were hustling out here to the field to get out here and get warmed up.
They did. But again, hustle's a good word for what these guys are doing. They're not quitting. You got to respect their desire to play. You're getting beat and you don't quit.
Don't quit.
This is pride, and this is we can do this, and we can take what we do here and build on it for next week.
Yeah, you'd see a lot of teams kind of tuck their tail in and call this game and kind of let the time dwindle away, but Stone Mountain says nay.
Nope, they're doing their best. They're playing the game the way they're supposed to play it, and kudos to them, to say the least. All right, here comes your extra point. They're going to go for 2. Surprise setting up, rolling to his left, throwing to the end zone. Complete, but he is stopped. That was Nolan Vaughn.
Excellent job
taking care of business. The junior stopping him on the 1.
Stoned him at the 1 right as he caught the ball.
XPNG, so it's 41-12. 1:35 remaining. We are just about done here. And I'll tell you what, I think we can do this. The Alex Quinney, a All-State Good Hands player of the game right now. We know who it is. And that's going to be Michael Rowe.
Excellent job.
What an excellent job he did tonight. He had that long touchdown reception, the first of his career, but what he really made a mark on was defense.
Defense, yes. He's lived in Stone Mountain's backfield most of the night.
Yep, 3 or 4 huge tackles for loss. That 1 sack was remarkable.
And that one, if you're the Pacelli offensive coordinator, I mean, I know the wheels are turning inside your head after you see Michael Rowe bust the top open on this Stone Mountain defense earlier tonight.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a player down on the field for Stone Mountain. So basically, this is our Deck Houston Hospital timeout here. And remember, from sidelines to surgery, Houston Clinic, a proud presenting sponsor on the Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, keeps athletes in the game. They're out there working on the young man now. He's standing up. They're going to help him off the field.
Good to see him get up.
Good to see him get up there.
Here.
Hate to see somebody banged up with just a minute 35 remaining in this contest.
Game. You never want to see that.
Nope. But again, good hustle and good play by Stone Mountain, not giving up and pointing things out like we are not going to quit. We are not going to give up. They have done well. They've shown pride, shown class. And one thing is, when you're losing, sometimes you can get frustrated and start doing chippy things. They have not done so.
They have not. They
not
remain disciplined.
Yes.
And that's a testament to where they may be going in the future, Dave.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So as they help the young man off the field, as we get lined up for what will be the last kickoff of the night.
Speaking of discipline, Dave, I'm going to exhibit extreme discipline tomorrow when I do not move off of my couch for 12 hours while watching college football all day.
There you go. That's you have to have commitment, You're showing commitment. That's what matters.
Discipline and edge. Play with an edge.
All right, Dennis Bomba's kick is a low line drive bouncer. And Uriah Mazik scoops it up finally, turning upfield, manages to pick up a few yards. He's brought down at about the 30-yard line, maybe a little bit past it. So this will be the last couple of snaps of the night. I'm assuming they'll probably go into victory formation here.
Tell you what, Dave, something that pops out at both of these Pacelli games I've been to with you so far, lateral quickness.
Yeah.
These guys, they are quick in short bursts. Excellent at making guys miss. Something that a younger football player me might not have noticed, but a 30-some father of two me, I see that and my back starts hurting.
Yeah, you remember back in the day when you could do that.
No, I don't know about that.
All right, they're not going in victory formation. They're going to run a play. Landon Doan running up the middle. Nice pickup for Doan. Brought down on the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 6-7 yards. Nicely done. They're going to do one more play.
Are they going to do one more? Pacelli Viking down. I believe that is Landon Doan.
Is he shaking up the
Yeah, I don't know if he got the wind possibly knocked out of him or something. He's rolling around like he did.
Oof.
It is still kind of late summer here.
Yeah.
There'll be some cramping. Yeah, they're stretching him out, Dave. He's cramped up.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to hydrate and, oops.
Somebody get the pickle juice out.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, this is your Jack Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout. Jack Houston, one of our main sponsors, and we thank them so much for helping bring you the best action in high school football in this area here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 32 seconds remaining. There's going to be one more snap. The freshman getting up, getting helped off as he limps off. Let me tell you something. Calf cramps are awful.
The worst. The worst.
I'm worrying that I'm going to have them because I haven't been hydrating up here either. So I am wondering what I'm going to face tomorrow. But it is what it is. So here we go. It should be the last snap of the ball game. Dustin Sherman with the handoff up the middle, and that's pretty much going to do it. And we are at 23 seconds. So
game there, Dave.
Yeah, that's going to be it. So how about that? What a night for the Pacelli Vikings. The Vikings posting 41 points on the board, allowing just 12, taking care of business and dominating Stone Mountain in this one, winning it 41-12. The Vikings move to 2-2 on the season. They've got a week off next week, and then they will head out for 4 straight road contests. Whitfield Academy on the 19th, followed by a trip to Strong Rock for the first district game of the year, at Calvary on October 3rd, and then at Brookstone on October 10th. So the most important stretch of their season is coming up, and they're going to go into a little bit of momentum, chalking up that 41-12 victory. And again, congratulations to Michael Rohr, or Alex Quinney, Good Hands Player of the Game. So once again, the Pacelli Vikings taking care of business, 41-12 over Stone Mountain. And don't forget the post-game show coming up. The ultimate wrap-up of Georgia high school football, the GIAA High School Scoreboard Show presented by the Beck Center. They'll be live tonight on GIAA Facebook page and GIAA.tv. A fun night here at Diamond Field. For Austin Allen and producer Tony Morgan, I'm Dave Plata. Thanks for watching. You've been watching Vikings football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.